I'm going to persevere. I'm going to punch through the boundaries. I'm going to become, that person that they say I can't be, and I'm going to be successful no matter what. But even though I have done that, there's still this back here, this song. In the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, trying to hit this beat on time. Keep my eyes wide open, looking on the horizon. I'm putting my time in, digging up this mine, searching for a cherry diamond, looking for these nuggets of truth. I need to find them, but until then, I'll carry on riding. 1 year older, alcoholic former. I can feel the dark side getting colder. I made a deal with the devil on my shoulder. All I can do to keep the demons in the corner. Give a pig a fish, feed him for a day, but don't take away his bottle of Tanqueray. 1 more drop and we'll be okay. Or maybe I should save it for a rainy day. Take another trip down to Total Wine. Pour another drink in my cup. Drink it all down to the bottom line. All this money, it'll never be enough. Now I think I'm feeling fine, so I polish this rhyme like a diamond in the rough. Try to free my mind, put my nose to the grind, put my pen to the paper when things get tough. Don't believe in the lies of he, cause I'm a super blind man, but I still see the blackest eyes like a black-eyed pea. Words crystallize as I'm flowing on the beat. Look into the water at my reflection. 5'12" with a mayonnaise complexion. Drink some whale tail from my depression. Captain Ahab on a ship with no direction. I am a man sitting on an island alone with 2 gin bottles and a microphone. Writing my message on a scroll and throw it into the Dead Sea like a skipping stone. Spinning in this vortex unknown. Riding on a whale until I'm home. It's not that deep, but don't look below, cause before you know it, you'll get caught in the undertow. Take another trip down to Total Wine. Pour another drink in my cup. Drink it all down to the bottom line. All this money, it'll never be enough. Now I think I'm feeling fine, so I polish this rhyme like a diamond in the rough. Try to free my mind, put my nose to the grind, put my pen to the paper when things get tough.
Banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze the peel, it comes in denim. Squeeze banana! Squeeze banana! I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze the peel, it comes in denim. Squeeze banana! Squeeze banana!
You guys like pizza? I know I do. I love pizza. I'm Italian. I'm disappointed that since I moved out here to the West Coast, there is not a real authentic East Coast Italian style pizza out here. Would you like to have a pizza party with me?
Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie.
Turn on the ovens.
Mozzarella and delicious. Take it dollars and roll it out. Toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Pizza pie, delicious. Pizza pie, pizza pie. Pizza pie.
Turn on the ovens. Salvano cheese, Salvano greasy shit, crazy meat, weird sauce. The sauce has these big chunks of tomato that are very well seasoned, that are really good. Turn on the ovens and burn all the pizzas.
Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie.
Turn on the ovens.
Mozzarella and delicious. Making the dollars, I'm rolling out your thoughts in the air. Pizza pie. Making the pizza pie.
Greasy shit.
Pizza pie. Felipe. Pizza pie.
Weird sauce.
Pizza pie. Delicious pizza pie. Pizza pie. Pizza pie. Mamma mia. Making the pizza pie. Pizza pie. Felipe. Pizza pie.
Turn on the ovens.
Mozzarella. And delicious. Taking the dollars, I'm rolling out your thoughts in the air. Pizza pie. Making the pizza pie.
Greasy shit.
Pizza pie. Felipe. Pizza pie.
Cheese.
Pizza pie. Delicious pizza pie.
Weird sauce.
Pizza pie.
Crazy meat.
Pizza pie.
Turn on the ovens.
Now on to the more exotic seasonings. These seasonings are catered more towards Italians. If you're not Italian, you don't like these kind of seasonings, you don't have to use them. But I'm Italian and I love it.
Lost all my subscribers. I'm not monetized anymore. I shouldn't attack the boyfriend. I need my boyfriend. I know. Pray when I see it. I've been a predator all my damn life. I'm built different than them. I'm cut from a different cloth. We ain't the same. There may be some gunfire, bloodshed, and bullets. Dog. Damn. Voodoo flavored trickle. Dog. Laying on your back, spreading your leg. Dog. I know. Pray when I see it. Damn. Dog. I've been a predator all my damn life. Ain't no clapback videos. I'm looking. I'm built different. We ain't the same. Dog.
I touch him anytime I feel like it. I'm touching him now. I come from scum. That's why I'm a Christian. I come from backwoods, incest-driven maniacs. I'm designed and built to bully effeminate men. We come from the bottom, and he raises us up. And he cleans us off. And from that point forward, I've been walking clean. Dog. Damn. Voodoo flavored trickle. Dog.
Laying on your back, spreading your leg. Dog. I know. Pray when I see it.
Dog. Damn.
I've been a predator all my damn life. I'm built different.
Dog.
We ain't the same.
I touch him anytime I feel like it. I'm touching him now.
Hold up, hold up, hold the hell up. I didn't want to forget those bargain bin fluffers who calls themselves detractors. No, not all of you fam. Season motherfucking 2.
I need my boyfriend. Spreading your leg.
Dog.
I need my boyfriend. Laying on your back.
Dog.
I need my boyfriend. Spreading your leg.
Dog.
I need my boyfriend. For a train being run on.
Effeminate man. Dog.
I need my boyfriend. Spreading your leg. I need my boyfriend. For a train being run on.
Effeminate man.
Hey fam, it's your girl Samantha. I got a favor to ask of you. The Sinner's Commentary is a labor of love from Eric to you. It would be awesome sauce to show your love by exercising your right by clicking the like button. Show YouTube that Eric's content is worth it by subscribing to the channel.
Trends happen, especially in like the online space. There's a girl that I know you watch. She makes like video content of old games like
I'm sorry,
Juggernaut.
baby.
If you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because they're being insanely loud.
I am. I'm sorry. I was too loud, guys.
I gotta feel in trouble.
I'm sorry. My wife wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys.
emojis in the chat. Grind emojis in the chat. Oh my lord, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Duty in the house. What's poppin'? Yeah, that's right. Rip past Eric. Good God. I was watching some of his content the other day. For some reason, it showed up in my recommendations feed, and I had a good laugh. It was great. It was amazing. What is up, everybody? That's right. I got a cue Whiterun up. That's right, Whiterun. Apparently, DSP is wage quitting Street Fighter 6. Oh my lord, that's right. And he is also threatening to wage quit Crimson Desert. Oh my lord. Good God, man. That's a lot of wage quitting for someone who keeps playing Pokemon and RimWorld nonstop. Jesus Christ. What's up, everybody? Yeah, yesterday was amazing, by the way. If you didn't catch any of the gameplay yesterday, I posted a video last night, and it was about 15 minutes of just gameplay. It was just great. Watching him be so salty, upset, annoyed, crying, whining, blaming the netcode, blaming good internet and bad internet. It was crazy. We got the litany of excuses yesterday. That's right. And I went into it today during the daily crap review. I posted the video like 15 minutes ago, and it's just great. It's glorious. It's glorious. It's all right. Don't worry, folks. I know this is temporary. He just wage quit the game for a few weeks until he can get Jack Raxter to send him a DM and say, "Look, man, if you bring it back, I'll promise to give you $100 every stream." So. That's what he's doing. It's just he's trying to strong arm Jack Raxter. He's putting on a pit move on Jack Raxter and saying, "Look, bitch, if you don't give me my money every single stream, I'm gonna quit the damn game." Because we all know the only two crowds that like Street Fighter are detractors and Jack Raxter. That's it, and maybe Jade, I guess, if he understands what's going on. So. And sometimes I'm not sure if he fully understands what's going on. What's up, Wild Bill? He's gonna hate Invincible. Oh, is that what he's playing today? Invincible? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll bitch and complain. He's playing two new games today, right? So Invincible and what's the other one? Because he said he's playing 2 new games today. I'm not sure. So Invincible should be good this afternoon, and whatever the fuck he's playing in the night stream. Let's see. PPP put in some duty razzing last night again. Still happy with using the clips though. Oh, yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's right. You know what it is? He's just upset. He's just upset that, he's just upset. Let's just say that, okay? It's all right. A little bit of razzing is all right. What was he complaining about? Does anyone know? They've been going in on the whole Jeremy the quartering thing, so I really hasn't. Yeah, Warski's a good dude. I like Warski. Warski's funny, and PPP is fine. Don't worry. It's all just a gimmick. All right, it's all just a gimmick. They gotta have a bad guy, and I'm the bad guy. Okay, it's all right. Casey, brother, thank you for the early momentum.
Now for Invincible.
There's no, yeah, but there's no. I mean, I don't know. I haven't been following it at all. I don't. I knew it was coming out, but anyone know anything about Invincible? I don't know. And it doesn't come out to 4:30. I thought it comes out today. I thought Invincible comes out that. What? Do me a favor. What is Phil playing today? He said he's playing 2 new games, so I'm not sure what's going on. Does anyone know what he's playing today? I don't know. He said he's playing 2 new games today. Just the usual flush to duty and cringe about that intro. Well, they're just jealous. They're just jealous, all right? They're just jealous. They're just jealous because they have to use AI intros by CWC, okay? And I actually have a qualified person that can make me good intros, okay? So stop hating. All right, PPP, stop hating. Let's see here. Oh, he's playing the demo for the game. Okay, and all right, thank you. Thank you for letting me know, Casey. What's up, Chris? He's playing the demo. All right, yeah, let's see. Jade should be happy. Pokemon I've been unable to watch Phil a lot lately, just the clips, so bless you. No problem, brother Bombay. That's why I try to do a couple different things. They love you. I know. It's all right. It's all right. It's not a problem, man. I don't mind being the internet bad guy. Occasionally, they need to dump on someone, so it's okay. It's all right. Don't worry about it. You know, I won't tell you what they say in private, okay? What they say in private is a different tune. That's all I gotta say, all right? They just better pray one day I don't leak the DMs like DSP. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Can't name Pokemon champions. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he'll find another way to scam them. So, anyway, I'm feeling pretty good today, by the way. Today, I'm just a quick recap. You guys know I had my procedure today. I actually worked out this morning. That's right, and I felt good. I didn't feel like I was going to die on the treadmill. So I went to the gym this morning, got up at 5. Wasn't too sore. I decided to work out. I did about 30 minutes on the treadmill. I did some weights, nothing too heavy. Mostly it was light reps. Nothing too serious. I didn't want to break something or pop something. And I felt good. I worked out for like about 50 minutes, left, went home, and feel good. Feel energetic. So I'm very happy. I'm happy about that. Honcho, what's up, pimp? What's up, brother? Hope you're feeling good. I am. I'm feeling a lot better today. Today was the first day that I felt kind of normal. No, not hernia. I fell a couple months ago and ended up having a hairline fracture around my ribs. And it was just sore. It wasn't a big deal. But when it started healing, I started getting something called a bone spurt, where essentially it's like an excess growth of the bone over the healing. And it was like irritating my lungs. So I went to my doctors. I got a scan, an x-ray. They saw a black spot. So they were concerned. And then I had to get an MRI and a CAT scan just to make sure everything was good. It was fine. They found the bone spurt. And they said, you just have to get it removed or just deal with it. So, no, not that old. I'm only 50, man. I'm not that old. I don't need my hips are good. And my family doesn't have like a history of like hip replacement or knee replacement. That's not what kills us. What kills us is diabetes, okay? Diabetes is what kills my family. And my diabetes is good. My sugar is perfectly fine. I don't have any problems. I smashed my hand working out. Damn, ugh. Gotta be careful, man. Shakiro said, no, I'm good. I'm very careful with and I don't do squats. I don't squat. That's right. I don't do squats for money like a slut. No, I don't do squats. Nope. Squats will fuck your knees and your back up. No, thank you. I don't do squats. I do leg presses. I do plenty of leg exercise, but I never do fucking squats. Nope. I bench press, incline, decline, but I will never do squats because I'm not a slut. That's right. I'm not a slut. Bone spurs are I keep calling it spurts. My apologies. Bone spurs, yes, are fairly common when bone. Yeah, it was a very hairline fracture when it started growing. It just it grew excessively, and you know how your chest, everything's kind of compressed, so it was pressing on my lungs and it was just causing problems. I have 4 herniated discs, so that's why I'm very careful. I don't do squats like a slut. Okay. I'm not like Strangey Lexi. I don't do squats for money. No. Yeah, I know squats are good, but no, I'm good. My brother, you guys hear my brother. My brother, he's been obese most of his life. He's been an obese American style person. And he struggles with his weight too. So he's gone up and gone down. Like he's been as big as 375. But he's lost weight every so often, and then he went on a health kick for a while, for about 3 or 4 years. He lost a lot of weight, got muscular, was doing weightlifting, decided he wanted to squat, a 500 pound, whatever the hell he wanted to squat. He heard 2 pops. His spotter had to help him, and a month later he found out that he blew out both knees. 6 months later, he was getting double knee replacements. So, no, thank you. I don't need that in my life. No. So, anyway, yeah, it was bad, man. I mean, he's 40. Well, he's younger than me, so he's 40. He's 46, and this happened, I think, when he was 44. So, yeah. My brother's the same with his weight. Yeah, me too, man. I'm a fat American as well, man. I got to be very careful. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hope everyone is doing well. By the way, the content's been a little slow with DSP, because he's an idiot. Snort. That's why he's an idiot. He thought, he's a pretty strong guy. Like he could bench over 300 pounds. He's a strong guy. and decided he wanted to be Captain America, and I don't know, and then decided to do this. He tried to squat the most he ever did, and he said when he went down, when he tried to go back up, he heard 2 pops. He started screeching, and then he needed help. He needed help going home. Let's put it that way. And then a few days later, he found out that he blew out both his knees. I see you've been diving into wings. If you have questions and stuff, I'm an expert of wings. Oh, hope you've been doing. Hey, what's up, Mr. Baxter? Yes, I am a connoisseur of Wings of Redemption. If you don't know, I used to be when I first started detracting, I first did Wings of Redemption. So yes, I am a connoisseur. I've lightened up on Wings of Redemption the last few years because he's just gotten super boring. The medications really kind of calmed him down, and there's not a lot going on in the Wings of Redemption universe. So I've been in there harassing him. So not harassing him. I play nice with Wings. I know some people don't like it. I play nice with him, just to, I've learned that it's hard to coax Wings of Redemption, but it's easy to coax Spaceman and the other guy. There's 2 people that are friends with Wings of Redemption. So if you get them talking, it gets Wings talking. So it's very fun. It's a lot of fun. He hasn't banned me yet, so we'll see. We'll see. Lego, yes, Lego. You're right, Baxi. Yeah. Those 2, and apparently they both despise DSP, so that's always good. All right, so like I was saying, the DSP content's been a little slow. You know what I mean? There's not a lot going on. So this morning, yesterday, I was thinking about it, and I said, you know what? We should do a special duty streams. That's right. Look here. Look, listen. Appearing offline does not fucking stop it. Oh, by the way, he was crying. We can watch that video. If you guys want to watch Wings of Redemption, we can watch him crying yesterday. He was upset. Apparently what's going on with Wings of Redemption is he's being harassed again. That's right. His Discord trolls. I'm not gonna say the actual Discord, but apparently they've been threatening not DSP. They've been threatening Wings of Redemption supporters. So the people that super chat Wings of Redemption, his moderators, people that talk in his Discords, they've been getting their information, finding out who they are, and they've been threatening to dox him if they continue to support Wings of Redemption. So of course he's really upset because he thinks his whalers are going to stop supporting him. So he doesn't know what to do. So I know he's been kicking around, maybe going to Kick. Like going over to Kick, and I don't think he wants to dual stream, which is stupid. He should dual stream, but he's thinking about going to Kick, so that should be really fun if he goes to Kick. Is Phil invited to Ethan Roth's wedding? Is he getting married? Who the fuck's he getting married to? It's so confusing, the whole Ethan Roth thing, because my understanding was that didn't he have like a warrant in this country? And he fled to Mexico because of all the shit that happened with his previous relationship. Isn't that the case? That's the reason why he's in Mexico? Oh, Stephanie or whatever the hell her name is. Yeah, I have seen some of her videos. Yes, I have. Yeah, he's wanted here. Okay, then why does he end up showing up here? Like, didn't he go to Chicago Scarlet? Yes, I've seen some of her videos. Yes. Yeah, I've seen him come up. Like, doesn't Scarlett live in Chicago? I don't know, man. That's some weird shit, man. The whole Ethan Roth thing, man, is insane. There's just too much going on there. I don't think they're getting married anymore. Some shit went down, and he ran back to Mexico and skipped Vegas where they were going to get married. All right, well, if they get married in Vegas, I'm assuming that's probably just some scam or whatever. Just some internet, whatchamacallit, to get content, to stir up content. So I don't think they are really getting married. It's a true love story. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Ethan Ralph is planning on marrying Scarlett Hampton in Vegas on DSP's wedding. All right, then it's definitely a scam. All right, so speaking of wedding anniversary, that's right. Tomorrow is the 7-year wedding anniversary of DSP and Catherine Burnell. That's right. 7 years ago, our boy DSP finally got married. That's right. Mom wife. That's right. Mom wife. 7 years ago, he got married. And I mean, for most people, it's not a big deal, right? It's not a big thing. You get married, whatever. Most people don't give a shit. The internet, for the most part, really doesn't give a shit. But, of course, it's DSP. You know, and DSP can never do anything fucking normal in his life. Like, not even get married. He can't even get married normally without a fucking problem, right? And, of course, this is no different. No fucking different whatsoever. No different whatsoever. Ended up scamming his viewers. Ended up scamming his supporters. And he can't help himself. Like, nothing can be fucking normal for this guy. And that's right. So today we're going to be taking a look at the post-marriage podcast. So we'll recap real quick. Yeah, he had pizza for that. Chuck E. Cheese is where they ate at, and they played arcade games in Chuck E. Cheese's. And Kat got a lot of tickets. So okay, there it is. Okay, so we're gonna watch the post-marriage podcast, which is great because you're gonna have DSP. Trying to explain why he scammed his viewers, okay? And just to let you know, this will be a short podcast. I think I'm going to go to about 11:15. Duty has some business to attend to today. That's right. And I can't say. It's very secretive. I can't say, but I got to be out of here by 11:15. So, okay, let me just recap what was going on here. So, as we know, DSP used to date someone by the name of Leanna, which went by the name of Panda Lee. And as we all know, she was 17 when they first started communicating. That relationship ended up with Panda Lee leaving her family in Pennsylvania and going and moving in with DSP in Connecticut, right? So DSP at that point thought, okay, I got her to move out. I got her away from her friends and family. Her family thinks that I'm a pedo, which is true, which Panda Lee herself has said. They hated Phil because they thought he was an old geezer cracking on a young lady. And they didn't like Phil. They didn't. So, of course, that wasn't enough distance between Panda Lee and her family. So he concocted the idea of, I'm going to move her as far away as possible as I can. So what does he do? He finds a gated community. A gated community in Seattle, in Renton, Washington, right? So he decides, I'm going to uproot everything that I'm going to do. I'm going to go into debt. I'm going to rack up $100K in debt just to move, right? I'm going to buy a home that I can't afford. I'm going to pay property taxes I can't afford. I'm just going to go into debt, right? Because that's just the DSP way. So he moved literally 3,000 miles away and hid poor Panda Lee. Now, the problem is Panda Lee had to get a job. Yes, that's right. Now, I don't think DSP really wanted Panda Lee to get a job. It was kind of like they were forced. She was forced to get a job because of the economic situation that DSP had placed him in. He was hoping that he was going to have a wife who sat home, cooked, cleaned, and didn't ask for sex, right? So Panda Lee, good for her though, but bad for DSP, had to eventually get a job. She tried, her doing a soap business, which didn't work out. And then she had to get a real job. Now, that was good for her because she was able to actually communicate and meet people of her age. And of course, when she talked to them, and they found out who she was, what happened, who she was dating, who she was living with, they more than likely probably gave her, what the Hispanics like to call consejo, which is counseling, right? And they probably were like, that's pretty disgusting. He's 30 years old. What the fuck? Right? So then she decided, well, you know what? It's more fun to hang out with people my age. It's fun to hang out in the city or whatever the hell she was. I think she was working in Seattle at the time. Then going home and watching a pig roach play video games all day long, right? So it looks like from what we gather, she made friends. She may have started I think personally, a woman doesn't leave a situation unless two things. If it's abusive, that's a different, physically abusive or whatever, the woman will try to get out. You know what I mean? I get that situation. I'm not talking about that. I'm not saying that's the point here. But normally, if it's just they're living with someone and it's just not working out, typically what they try to do is they try to line up another situation, just like Kat did. Kat, she left Subaru Man because she saw that, she thought that Phil was a better landing spot. The grass is greener, as we like to say here. So I believe, and I don't have any, I have no proof of this, because even Phil didn't insinuate this or anything. I have no proof. I'm just making assumptions. I think she met someone else. I think she had a side piece. That's right. Our girl cat had a side piece. And, you know, it probably got to the point where it was serious enough where she felt like she can move on with her life. That's right. She can move on with her life. Your channel is hard to find today, and it's unsubscribing. Yeah, YouTube's a pain in the ass, brother. It does that from time to time. Like, it'll unsub people. There's an issue with YouTube. It's just YouTube in general. My apologies. I didn't unsub you. So just resub. That's okay. Yes, dark side piece. That's right. So the other interesting thing, by the way, is that we know for sure that DSP was talking to Kat while they were still living with each other. And of course, DSP probably told her, well, you know, it's complicated. It's complicated. My situation is complicated. So both of them, I think, were cheating scumbags. Instead of just ending the relationship and moving on, no, they didn't do that. They decided to just play stupid games. Anyway, whatever. So Panda Lee left, and of course, that left our boy Phil all by himself. And he said he can't have this. Let's not forget the stream where he was complaining and bitching and whining and crying that it wasn't that he missed Panda Lee. It was he missed that he didn't have home cooking or his clothes weren't clean, right? No one washed his clothes. That's why he was depressed or he was sad. Anyway, Kat comes into the picture. He convinces Kat to move in with him after about, I don't know, what, 6 months? I think they were talking for about 6 months. And then our girl Kat decided to uproot everything, leave everyone she knows in Michigan, and move to Seattle. That's right. Oh, big ups. Oh, my Lord. Backseat. Dr. Backseat. Thank you, brother, with the 5 gift of membership. Thank you, brother. If you did get a membership, please make sure to thank Dr. Backseat for his generosity. I appreciate it. And yeah, that's right. Yeah. And if you want to know how that happened, apparently Kat, as we know, she used to be a streamer. She used to stream video games, or she tried to be a streamer herself, right? And as far as I know, I believe she did watch some DSP. She used to be pretty heavy on Twitter, and I think she put a post out there that said, I need help with OBS. I think that's what it was, right? Paul, thank you, brother, for the 5. It is. But Phil loves being on number 1. He loves being on level 1. He does, because it doesn't require. Thank you, brother. Again, Phil, Paul, thank you for the 5, brother. Again, level 1 means that there's not much, there's no expectations, you know what I mean? There's no expectations. People are already going to assume that you're going to be lazy, that you're going to be lazy and you're not going to do anything great, right? So that's why Phil loves being at level 1. So those occasional times where he does do something semi-interesting, you know what I mean, that he thinks people should praise him for it. That's why he goes insane. Whenever he did that, like the April Fool's thing where he was shitting on LTG and Wings, where he spent like 4 or 5 hours putting clips together or whatever, you know, he made sure everyone knew that. And he wanted praise just because he put some work in before a pre-stream or before the stream actually happened. So yes, we all know he loves level 1 because of that. Low expectations. Thank you again, Paul, for the 5. And then Dr. Backseat, thank you for being a member for 3 months. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. And thank you for the love and support. It's people like you that allow Duty to have time to spend on nonsense like this. No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Do a cock review. 100 subs. Give me 100 subs and Duty will do a cock review. That's all I'm requesting. 100 subs. But wasn't drama lately? Content lately? Yes, of course. Yeah, of course. Well, no, when DSP does it, it's meaningful. Somehow it's meaningful for some fucking reason. Pulled your comment. Yeah, YouTube's been fucking insane. By the way, there's no moderation on my channel. Like, if you want to post whatever the fuck you want to post on my channel, it's on my video, it's good. I don't delete anything. I don't have any. I think the only thing you can't say is like the N-word, or I think you can't say the N-word. That's about it. Other than that, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say, and I would never erase it or whatever. So, dirt, it's not me. I know you have an issue with your comments being removed off my videos. It's not me, brother. So, just be careful. Just like, I don't know, phonetically spell it. Yeah, YouTube is a bitch. They do be censoring. All right, so back to Phil. So okay, he convinced, of course, Kat to move in with him, and he kept it a big secret. Pompey with the 10 gifted member bomb. Whew, my lord, the momentum is insane today. Thank you. Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah, it's very. I hate when fucking YouTube deletes comments because I get yelled at. By the way, don't yell at me, dude. I get yelled at least 4 or 5 times a day from people saying, "Why am I deleting their comments?" And I'm like, "I'm not deleting your comments." You know, I specifically search for those comments where people say I'm deleting their comments just to respond and say, "No, I'm not deleting your comments." So if your comment ever gets removed, please know I don't delete comments. So it's not me. But I like to yell. Yeah, you can yell at me. I don't care, brother. It's all good, man. I enjoy it. I enjoy the people yelling at me, man. Wasted, brother. Thank you for the 5. Big ups, dude. No, I didn't, man. I haven't had time. I heard they were talking smack about me. Talking smack. You know what I gotta say? Andy, you're my dude. I like Andy. PPP, go fuck yourself. All right, brother. Go fuck yourself. All right, look. This is for PPP.
Eat it. Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking ass.
Well, no, because he lives in Canada. Mailing's expensive. That should have cost me like $20 to mail. Never mind, forget it. But news will be tolerated.
I need that money to pay my bills.
It's all right. Pikachu and Kennedy just uploaded.
Last night.
Oh yeah.
Just curious.
They did up. Oh, did they trash me? I don't know. It's all good, man. It's all good. I know that PPP does it just for funds or whatever. It's all good, man. I don't mind. This is BS. You guys love each other. Yeah, of course we do. We love each other. Trust me. They'll send me a DM later, and they'll be like,
sorry, baby.
They'll be like, "I'm sorry, baby." He's just angry. Well, I mean, you know what? Okay, real quick on the quarter pounder thing. I'm 100%. I was watching like what was going on, and I dug into it a little bit, not just kind of peripheral. I agree with Kino Casino 100%. Like, I don't think they did anything that really was that slanderous to fucking the quartering. You know what I mean? Like, I know sometimes they can go into it and they can annoy people and they can say some crazy shit. But they've been pretty light-handed with him. Of course, yes. Thank you, brother, for the $1.99. Games, I appreciate the $1.99. Thank you, brother. Nah, you can't flush the duty. Duty's too big to be flushed, man. No. You can't be flushing me, brother. Duty sneakily trying to get his own Whoa Buddy set. Yeah, that's right. Come at me, PPP. Come at me, motherfucker. I will. Unlike Jeremy and his lawsuit, I will file a lawsuit, okay? I got the money and the time to do it. I got nothing better to do, trust me. I mean, I sit here for what, 8 hours, you know, doing content on DSP. I got nothing but time. I got nothing but time, okay? No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. But as it relates to the whole Kino Casino quartering thing, I 100% agree with Kino Casino. This nonsense about deplatforming Kino Casino, that's a bunch of bullshit and nonsense, and it's pretty fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, look, you could do one or two things. You could do one of 3 things. One, you could ignore them, which is the appropriate thing to do. Ignore them and they'll eventually go away. 2, you can go at them, you know, verbally, do content about them, shit on them. You could do that. That's perfectly fine. Or the 3rd thing, shut your channel down and go get a fucking job. Those are 3 things you can do. But threatening lawsuits over fucking internet beef, you're a bitch. You're as bad as DSP. So I did watch some of that stuff, and I did see, and you know what, look, and I could be fair-handed. I could say when Kino Casino does go a little bit overboard. I'll give you an example. The whole thing with Rich's daughter, with Review Tech USA's daughter, like, I know they do it to aggravate Rich, but personally, I think they should leave his kid alone. Like, just me personally. You know what I mean? And I can see how that can get under someone's skin, and that can irritate. So, you know, I could be open and honest and criticize Kino Casino when they deserve it. But when it comes to the quartering, they have done nothing to warrant the level of harassment that the quartering is trying to do with them. Like reaching out to the owner of the site and trying to get them banned, that's gay as fuck. And I'm happy that most content creators out there are siding with Kino Casino and calling out Jeremy for being the bitch that he is. And he is being a bitch. He's being a bitch just like DSP. He is. And I have no grievance against Jeremy. Like, I just think he's a fucking grifter. I think he's a grifter that's all about money. He begs just as much as DSP does. But, like, do I have any anger or hate? No, not really. I kind of ignore Jeremy for the most part. That's not my cup of tea. If I were to watch it, the only reason why I would watch it is probably to look at Melanie Mac, and that's it. But I can see Melanie Mac anywhere I want. I can see her on Twitter. I can see her on her channel. You know what I mean? But what's up, Morty? How you doing, brother? Yeah, no, I started watching some of the clips, and that's some crazy shit, man. That is some crazy shit. So I am 100% Team Kino Casino, and don't let that fat bastard with his balding head try to fucking scare you, okay? He ain't gonna do shit. He's not gonna do shit. He's not gonna do anything. He's not gonna file a lawsuit. He's not gonna do anything. He's just stomping his feet, and trust me, what he'll probably fucking do is just walk away and ignore it and go back to just, you know, talking under his breath and saying how, yeah, I got a lawsuit. I got a lawsuit working in the background. I can't talk about it. And then just drop it. But yeah, he's a bitch. Anyway, all right, he's a gooner. To the most extent, most people have a little bit of gooning in them. So, but no, I get it. I mean, you shouldn't talk about that publicly. For example, I don't go around talking about my kinks or whatever, what I like. All right, you know what I mean? That's the type of shit you keep to yourself. All right. Anyway. All right. Okay. So back to DSP. We're here for DSP. What's up, Cobain? How you doing, brother? Too bad, man. It's all right. I'm married too, so you know what I mean. Like, you know what I mean. Like, if she needs someone to talk to about married life, she can hit me up. Okay, Melanie, you can hit me up in DMs. I won't creep on you. Trust me, I won't. We could just be friends. All right. You can slide in my DMs, and we could be We could be DM buddies. Okay. Trust me. I'm a good guy. Goth? No, not really. I'm not that big into goth. Some of them are pretty hot, but you know, you feel me? All right, okay, all right. Let's get back to DSP because this is a DSP shit show. So, all right, so he convinced another woman, Kat, to leave. Now again, it's funny because one, he convinces a 17-year-old immature girl to leave everything she knows, leave her friends, her family behind, to move in with him, and essentially he was like, you know, the troll that kidnapped the princess and put her in the tower, right? That's essentially what DSP did. And then she got lucky. She managed to leave. But, you know, to her credit, I think, and then too, I think she matured, and hanging out with other people, she saw that her situation wasn't normal. And she was like, yeah, nah, I'm out of here. I don't see myself in another 20 years being, living in this situation. So she said, you know what? It's time to bounce. I'm not going to waste my good years on this gouty pig roach. All right. Well, she was 17 when they started DMing. She moved in with him when she was 18, almost 19. So yeah, that's the time frame. All right. So she left, she moved out, and magically, again, DSP managed to convince another woman. That's right, another woman. Now, this woman, sadly, is a bit broken herself. As far as we know, she was in a abusive relationship, Subaru man, and so on, from what we gather in the court reports and all that, and the court filings. Her mother, sadly, was a bit insane. She was batshit crazy, and thought she was demon possessed, and tried to do an exorcism on her, which caused CPS to get involved and have them remove them from the family home. The mom apparently was part of a cult and whatever. It was insane. It was pretty crazy. So again, he managed to convince a broken woman that he was the man of their dreams. It's insane, man. And that's why people say he's a bit of a stalker and a groomer. You know what I mean? Like, he can't meet. That's why he can never meet a woman outside of the streaming verse or the internet. He would never be able to, because that would require courting, dating, having a normal relationship with them. And DSP, that's too much work for DSP. He's a manipulator, he is. So anyway, Kat finally gets, as far as my understanding is, and I might be wrong, it sounds like Subaru Man found out about the relationship, right? Kat was still living in the apartment with Superman. Superman found out and kicked her out. He kicked her out of the apartment, right? So then Kat had nowhere to go. So what did she do? She packed her shit up and she drove to Renton and moved in with Darkside Phil. True love. True love. That's an amazing love story. That love story is more amazing than how my parents fell in love and then married. I mean, I think I told this story before. My parents were look. Don't judge me, and it's not my fault. My dad was older than my grandfather. Yes, that's right. My dad was older than my grandfather. It's essentially Don't Be a Menace in South Central while drinking your juice. You know how Trey was older than his dad? It was that situation with my father. My father was, I'm not lying. Now, not his father, okay? I'm talking about my mom's father. My dad was, what was he? He was 40? My dad was 40, I think. Was he 40? Yeah, I think he was 40 when they got married. And my grandfather was like 37. My grandfather was 37. My mom's dad was 37. So that's some insane shit. The math is mathing, brother. It is. My dad and my grandfather, my mom's dad, and my dad, my mom's dad and my dad, yes, were friends. And my mom was the oldest. She was, I think, 19 when they got married. So my mom was 19 and my dad was 40. Yes, I know. He was an old pervert. He was. He just was, okay? So, yeah, don't judge me. It wasn't my fault. So, that was the age gap. 40 or 42 or something like that. I know my dad was old. Yes, it was a country song. Yeah. So, I mean, at least there was a little bit of love there. You know what I mean? It was a marriage of convenience, but there was a little bit of love, okay? Now we got, the name was Ashtray. Yes, Ashtray. Ashtray was the Damon, the Wayne brothers, Sean Wayne. And then his dad was his dad played by Kevin Hart? I don't remember. Yeah, it was a different time. We're talking about, like, this was it wasn't that long ago, but still. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about my dysfunctional hillbilly parents. I'm talking about DSP. So, yeah, his name was Ashtray. Yes, Ashtray. Yes, Trey for sure, but it was Ashtray, yes. I remember I've watched Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice like 1,000 times. Yes, I've seen Lorenzo Tate. Okay, whatever. I'm terrible with names. Might have to start covering the quartering. He's turning into Phil. Oh, he's been Phil for the long time when it comes to begging. But now talking about lawsuits and all that shit, he's morphing into DSP. He's balding, he's fat, he complains, he harasses women. Yes, he is becoming DSP in a nutshell. All right. Lorenzo Tate is Red Fox's grandson. Okay, he does look like Kevin Hart a little bit though. Okay, all right. Thank you for the clarification. All right, if you didn't see that movie, watch it. It's amazing. It's a great parody. It's a great parody of South Central. It's like South Central and Boys in the Hood mixed together. It's a great movie. Watch it. It's a great comedy movie. All right, so he convinces Kat to move in with him. She agrees because she has nothing better to do, right? Or she has no other option. So she moves in with DSP, and then they get married. Secretly, they get married, right? This is my take on it. The way I believe what happened is, I believe his mom convinced him to come visit, right? She brought Kat to visit her parents, right? And I think DSP sprung the marriage announcement right there in Kat's face. Said, we should get married. My mom is dying. We should get married right now. And she had nothing, like, she felt stuck. She was like, what am I going to do? And she felt pressured. I think she felt pressure. And again, I have no proof. This is just a duty theory. I think she felt pressured because his mom was dying. And that was his mom's last dying wish. So she agreed, and she probably thought, if I don't get married, he's going to dump me, and he's going to dump me out of the house, and I'm going to have to go move in with my sister, my crackhead sister, in her van. So I guess she agreed. She was like, all right, well, I guess. And, whatever. So, DSP leaves for a week. Yeah, they're married. They got married in Connecticut. You could see the papers online and everything. It's on Kiwi Farms if you want to see it. So a week later, DSP comes back. The day before, he announces that he got married. Of course, he announced it on Instagram. And of course, everyone on the internet was confused. They didn't know what was going on. They assumed that he was lying. Many detractors came in and said he scammed people out of money because, of course, before that, he was begging for money nonstop. So people assume that, well, he was begging for money to pay bills and his taxes. So people just assume, oh, you really weren't going to pay your taxes, or you weren't going to pay your taxes or do anything with it. You were using it to finance a trip, which is what I believe he did. I believe that's what he did. I believe he took that money he raised, and he used it to go on a trip to visit his parents and get married. You could think otherwise, but again, when there's smoke, there's usually fire. And there's a whole lot of fucking smoke around DSP when it comes to this whole marriage business. All right. So, with all that said, with that whole preamble, we're going to watch a video, the post-marriage podcast. Big ups to Mighty D who clipped it. He clipped it with some edits, which is pretty funny. We're going to watch it. It's about 35 minutes. And of course, everyone on his fucking stream is shitting on DSP because they don't believe him because he's a fucking liar. He's a liar. So let's watch this video. Big ups to Mighty D for posting this. I'm going to speed this up just a little bit just to make sure we get through it. And don't forget, tomorrow I'm going to be streaming again. And tomorrow we're going to be celebrating the anniversary of the 10-year plan. Big ups to the 10-year plan. 7 years in. Yeah, Mighty D is great. Biggest scam. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, I agree. That's some shit. Because my thing with DSP is he's a lying scumbag. We get that. But when you invoke your parents dying, when you lie to your mom and ask for money for taxes, right? And then you don't even use it for that. You use it for WWE Champion. And then you lie to her and tell her that in 10 years you're going to get a real job. There's so many layers to this arc. It's not simply like he took money and gambled on WWE champions, or he lied to what. Like it wasn't that. It wasn't like once. This was like like 10 or 20 different scams wrapped up into everything. He lied about his parents dying. Both parents dying, by the way. He lied about everything. Like there's just so much woven into this story, this arc, which is amazing. So I agree with all. This could be probably one of the biggest scams that he perpetrated. Yeah, because he lying parents, sickness. He involved Cat. He involved his parents. He involved the IRS for some odd reason. Anyway, let's get into it.
Stay the fuck back. Pull it out. Stay the fuck back.
Shout out Mighty D.
Oh! All right. What is going on, everybody?
All right, let me shut the music so you can hear a little bit better.
On the stream, I am back, ladies and gentlemen. What a week! What a week it has been. What a week. My God.
My God.
How do I even begin? I guess I begin by saying, thanks for the money, stupid fuck. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's the big topic on everyone's mind that I got married in Connecticut.
You better call a goddamn priest, because that shit ain't natural.
That is correct. I got married in the state of Connecticut when I was there. Not a single person really expected that was going to happen, because I never talked about it on purpose for my own and Kat's own and my family's personal safety. It was basically the best kept secret I've ever kept, and it went incredibly well.
Oh my God, excuse me.
Just to give you guys a heads up, because I am going to be talking about this, obviously. And this is a humongous secret that I kept for months and months, and didn't give you guys any inkling whatsoever. In fact, if you guys didn't even notice, in recent days, right before my visit, a couple people were asking me live on stream about getting married when I'm in Connecticut, and would it be a good idea and all of this.
and I basically had to completely BS everybody.
I've
never run into this thing before.
You hear
Money
that?
creature?
You hear that nonsense?
Yeah, look, it's a money creature.
Mr. Locale, brother, thank you for the 10, brother.
What the hell was that?
God bless Duty, God
Big
bless
ups.
the chat, and God bless the goal.
God bless, brother.
Appreciate you doing the interview again, Pimp. Hope we can do a part 2 soon.
Definitely,
Health
brother.
and happiness to you in 2026, Miles amigo.
Thank
Black
you.
Medium square emoji. Big black square emoji. Big black square emoji.
Big ups, Mr. Locale. Do me a favor, Mr. Locale. If you want to put a link to your channel in here, I will pin it. It was great. It was a great interview. I want to tell you that Mr. Locale was extremely professional, very warm, welcoming. He gave me an ample opportunity to talk. I did talk a lot, so my apologies, but he was very gracious. It was amazing. I enjoyed it, and we're definitely going to do a second one. So if you haven't seen this, check it out. It's good. It's like an hour video. It's good. Me and him shooting the shit. It's great. We talk about DSP and a whole bunch of other stuff. It's a great video. And by the way, he is a really good interviewer. He did a really nice job. Even tried to get me with gotcha questions. I saw what you were trying to do, man. No, I'm kidding. No gotcha questions. But it was fair. He did ask me a couple things about, my history and some of the crazy shit that I've done, which is all good, man, which I appreciate. So here it is, Mr. Locale. Let's give Mr. Locale a big ups. I'm going to pin your message. So definitely, man, let's give Mr. Locale. He does great work. He does. Oh, did I? I didn't unmod you, did I? No, you're still good. You're good. All right, I modded you. All right, thank you, brother, and I appreciate the love and support and the sweet message. And we did both find out that we're radical Christians. That's right. Me and Mr. Locale, radical Christians. We share the same faith and belief. So big ups.
I basically had to completely BS everybody. It was really tough on the fly trying to make up shit to tell you guys.
Because as you guys know, in the United States, federal taxes are due tomorrow. I need that money.
Tomorrow's April 15th.
I need
They're
that
due,
money.
and I needed
my
help with
bills.
my taxes. I was very upfront.
Rah.
Automobile
Big
Rex,
UPS
what's up,
City.
brother?
Wings and poor Kelly sure hit rock bottom yesterday.
Yeah.
But I wish that sort of trolling was directed to the pig roach.
I do too. I mean, again, you guys know that I've crapped on Wings of Redemption a lot. I think he's done and said some stupid shit, and
It's always nice to see DSP crashing out on SF6.
oh, it's great. Yeah, it's a shame. It's okay. We're not gonna get that. We're not gonna see that for a little bit. Give it a few more weeks until Jack Raxter agrees to pay Phil $100 per Street Fighter stream. So it'll come back, and of course he'll couch it with, oh, I miss Street Fighter. I need fighting games, so I'll play it, and he'll play it for a few weeks. Jack Raxter will forget to support one time, and then he'll wage quit it again. That's just a little game he likes to play now. And thank you, brother. I do appreciate the Eric, I appreciate you being a member, brother, for 13 months, 12 months, whatever it is. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. And then, again, Auto Mobile, thank you, brother, for the 5. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for Wings. I do. I'm not going to lie. I know a lot of people were like, you shouldn't feel sorry for Wings of Redemption. I feel bad for him sometimes. I just do. You know what I mean? And I honestly think that Wings is one of those people that really shouldn't be streaming. He shouldn't be streaming. And I'm not saying this as a detractor. I'm saying this as a person. Wings, you really should just give it up, man. I don't think streaming is good for your mental health. You know what I mean? Like, just get a part-time job, man. Go get a part-time job. Be by yourself. You know what I mean? Like, just live your life. You live in an area. Your house is paid off. You don't have a lot of overhead. Just go, man, because this isn't working for you. Like, you could tell he wanted to cry yesterday on his stream. And if you don't know what's going on, apparently some people are threatening Wings of Redemption's supporters. So what they're doing is they're going in, getting their information, and threatening to dox them if they continue supporting Wings. And of course, Wings feels bad because he's like, all right, well, they're going to get doxed because of me. So he doesn't know what to do. He's worried that he's going to have to get a real job or whatever. You know what, Wings, man? I think you need to give it up, brother. Just go get a real job. Get a real job, man. And you know what? This is what I would tell Wings. If he asked me what to do, I'd say, Wings, you need to stop making this your full-time job. What you need to do is go get a real fucking job. Go get a real job. And then if you want to stream, every once in a while, okay, whatever, fine. Or go back to Locale. Just go back to Locale. At least with Locale, you didn't have to worry about money or whatever. You know, you just have to worry about Keemstar, you know, shitting all over you and treating you like crap. You know, you have options. I think the thing with frustrating with Wings is that he has options, he just doesn't want to do anything. He'd rather sit there and moan and bitch and complain and not do anything. Like, really, Wings, if you're worried about people supporting you on YouTube getting docs, then co-stream on Kick, where people can give you subs and shit like that. And you could tell everyone, you know what I mean? Like, there's options. He just wants to sit there and just complain and be upset. And it's just like, after a while, you feel bad for them, but then you're kind of like, all right, well, you need to do something about it. And when you choose not to do anything about it, then you're like, all right, well, you know, stop crying. Stop being a bitch. Move on.
That.
Yeah, fast food is expensive.
Marathon streams trying to raise tips for that and everything. That I basically.
I think him and Boogie. I really think that him and Boogie think that they're not going to live long. I think Wings of Redemption thinks that he's lucky if he gets another 5 or 10 more years. And the moment he dies, he doesn't give a shit. I'm dead anyway, right? Who gives a shit? And I think Boogie feels the same way. Like, they're like, look, I'll be lucky if I get another 5 or 10 years. I'm probably going to die before I turn 60. And they just don't care. That's why they continue doing the same shit they've been doing for the last 15 years. And that's the other thing, too. It's not like they've been getting the harassment, like it just started. They've both been harassed for like over 15 years. It's the same story with those two locals and DSP. It's the same story. The only difference with DSP is DSP doesn't care. Like I do think Wings to some extent feels bad that he has to beg for money. And I think Boogie to some extent probably feels a little bit bad too. DSP doesn't. He doesn't give a shit. You can be bankrupt, you know, like what's that idiot that went bankrupt 3 times giving him money, you know, and DSP will never say, hey, you know, you should stop giving me money. You're gonna go into your 4th bankruptcy. No, he's just like, hey, thanks for the money, dummies. I appreciate that. Timbo. That's right, Timbo. That's the difference with DSP. You know what I mean? Like, he just doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care. While Wings and Boogie, I think to some extent, I think they do care. Like, I honestly believe that Boogie, I think Wings especially, I think Wings feels bad that he has to beg people for money. And he really doesn't beg that much. Every so often, he might say, hey, guys, you know, let's get some support, or he'll bitch about not getting a dono. But it's nowhere like DSP. No. You know what I mean? Like, you might get that 2 or 3 times a stream versus DSP, you'll get that 2 or 3 times an hour. So, big difference.
I had to keep everything else a secret because I knew people would be fucking with me personally on a personal level if all that was going on. You know, I knew. I mean, just imagine. Can you guys just imagine how the trolls would have reacted if they knew I was flying to Connecticut to get married, but at the same time...
And again, I'm not defending Wings. People think I'm defending Wings. I'm not defending Wings. I think both Wings and Boogie are scumbags. I think Boogie is probably the bigger scumbag. You know what I mean? Boogie is just a fucking terrible fucking person. You know, I'm not defending them. It's just... I'm trying to be reasonable. You know what I mean? And I think some people take me trying to be reasonable with Wings as me being supportive, or no. I'm not. Trust me. I understand what Wings has done, the shit he said, and I understand why people hate him. I get it. Trust me, I get it. Honestly, I only have energy to hate one person in my life, and that's DSP. I mean, that's the reason why. I think that's what it is. Like, my focus is Phil. I don't have enough energy. Maybe if I was younger, I'm not young enough. I'm not Hey Harvey, who can detract on 18 different locales. I can't. I don't have the energy. So I need to make sure that I focus. You know, I have to specialize. Just on DSP.
I needed help with these taxes. And by the way, as I'm going to explain, don't worry, again, everything's going to be explained. Everything I told you guys
Rip Merch Shop.
100% a lie.
I fully knew that with the situation going on with the taxes and everything,
yeah.
All right, that once the word got out that I had gotten married in Connecticut, that you were...
No, it doesn't matter, Mikey. It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. And I know this for a fact. I know a lot of people hate Keem. I get that too. People hate Keem. But Keem has tried for years to help Wings. You know, and I know for a fact that the only reason why Wings does have savings and actually has some money invested is because of Keemstar. So, you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to have a friend, air quotes, you know, for wings, Keem would probably be the best whatchamacallit because he has the resources available to actually help wings. So I don't think it matters, man. It doesn't. He's just so self-loathing. You know, he doesn't want to change. He doesn't want to do anything. Yeah, the whole Kelly thing was just disgusting. I mean, that alone right there. If you hate Wings just because of that, you have every right to hate Wings of Redemption for what he did to Kelly. Regardless of whether he didn't mean to or whatever, just the fact that he did that. Just the fact that he would just shove the shit out of a person like that is disgusting, and they deserve hate. Yeah, they do.
We're going to have insane amounts of trolling. I just knew it. I knew this was going to be the field day for trolls where they were going to go out and literally just make shit up.
Well, Mike, see, that's what they do, though. That's what locals like DSP, Wings, and Boogie do, is what they do is they try to bring out the little violin, play the small violin, tell you how everyone hates them and how they can't live their life and how they're miserable. They do it for sympathy. You know what I mean? Because when you have an opportunity to get out of that and you don't take it, that tells me you just want to wallow in your own misery. For example, Wings was set. You know, Wings was set with Local Live, but he fucked that up.
Phil got married for some sort of tax break.
Well, for sure, yeah. I mean, you do get a lot of tax breaks when you are married. I mean, one of the benefits of being married, besides love, is your tax situation. Yes, you do get a lot of tax breaks when you're married. No, definitely, yeah. I can definitely see that. I can see that. Also, it could have been her credit. A lot of people speculate that by that time Phil's credit was fucked up, so he needed a line of credit, and that line of credit was called Cat Brunel. So some people do speculate that she has taken out credit cards under her name, and that's how DSP buys shit. I can see that. I can see that being true.
Because this is their livelihood. This is what they do. This is how they get their attention and their jolly spins. I'm sure they probably got insane amounts of views in the last few days since I announced on Wednesday. That
agree, Roach Bait. Agree.
1,000,000% based on speculation. 1,000,000% based on speculation. Not a single piece of it is based on fact. Because the bottom line is there's no facts to support anything that any of them...
Wait a minute. Seriously think I'm at... okay. GBRC, brother. I'm sorry. Thank you for the 5, brother. I do appreciate that. And yeah, I agree. Yeah, I do agree. I believe he got married for a tax break, definitely.
Said, Phil was...
I think for me, I do my... every year I do my taxes. I do it separate and I do it joint. And I always end up owing more separate than I do joint. Like when I file my taxes jointly, I either break even or get a little extra. When I file separate, oh my gosh, I always owe like 10, 12 grand. So that's why. Yes. So Duty won't be getting divorced anytime soon. And yes, it is for tax breaks. Love and tax breaks. And Mrs. Duty's luscious breast as well. Yes.
Scammer, and Phil took the money that he said was for taxes and he did it to pay for a wedding. The whole notion is so ludicrous.
No, it isn't.
It's so ludicrous.
No, it isn't.
Anything. All right, about any kind of wedding planning knows you don't pay for things on the day of the fucking wedding. It's just so stupid. Yeah.
No, you graduate. No. Okay, all right. So first of all, most places, they require you to put a deposit down, okay? And this is from someone who's been married, okay? So I know. They require you to put money down. And you have to settle your bill before you get married, typically. Okay, that's normally how it is. Like, I've had receptions for different things. Normally what they do is they require a down payment. You could do installments, but they usually say you have to settle your bill 24 hours before the event. Pretty much does everything, Phil. So again, that's how it works, okay?
I'm sure that the Friday and Saturday before my wedding, I raised, some money for taxes, and I spent.
You raised for taxes
and everything. What are you talking about?
Again, let's not forget he owed $16,000 in back taxes, right? By all estimates, I think he raised anywhere between $8,000 and $12,000. I think begging his dents. I think that's what it was. I would have to go back and take a look, but I know he raised a lot of money, right? And then he asked his mom during when we cover the 10-year plan, we'll cover this, but he got his mom to give him money to pay for taxes. And most people estimate, I remember one time listening to Phil talk about it, and I thought he said $4,000, right? Because she was going to give him that money for a honeymoon. And you figure $4,000, you can have a pretty decent honeymoon with $4,000, right?
His dad married them, it cost him nothing.
His dad, yeah. His dad is a justice of the, not a justice of the peace, but whatever they call it, the people that can marry. Yeah. Okay. You didn't have to pay. He didn't have to pay for that. I get that.
Amazon.com is a detractor now. Let's go.
GBRC again, thank you for the 2. And then Mr. Quasar Hopper. I got your email, by the way. I'm going to be sending that after the after this call. So Mr. Quasar Hopper was one of the winners of the monthly giveaway, and he's getting $25. Big ups, that's right. Look at that. Well, I'm crying because I got to spend money, so but round of applause. Big ups, brother. I'll be sending that after the whatchamacallit, so there you go. So, yeah, okay, let's keep going because we still got a lot to watch here. Oh, my God, Radical Joe. What's up, brother? How you been, man? Let me talk to you in a bit.
Played Gout Fighter 6 yesterday. 50 to 80 milliseconds
Yes.
is fine.
Yes. Yeah, anything I think under 70 for Street Fighter is fine. It's fine. And I love his excuse where, 50 to 70 MS is bad, but also 20 MS is bad. He literally said that having a low MS like 19 or 20 is also bad because the netcode can't keep up with fast internet. So it's always some fucking lame excuse. He's just bad. He's a terrible fucking. And again, all right, let's be honest here. He's not terrible. He's a mid player. He's just a mid player, and he's old, and his gouty pig roach hands just can't. He's not fast enough to keep up with the youngsters. So he just needs to accept it and stop with the lame excuses. Now, he knows he's not going to get any money if he plays casual, so he knows that's why he wage quit it. That's why he wage quit it last night, because he knows he wants to continue playing with Lily and those other gay-ass characters, and nobody's going to give him any money for that. So, and then John with the $3.99. Thank you, brother, for the coffee. I appreciate it very much. Thank you, brother.
I need that money.
He is a child, Steve. Yes, he is.
That Crimson Desert playthrough is boring as shit. That boss fight, all he did was spam palm strike. BTW, that boss also got nerf in one of the patches.
Yes, it did. I agree. I'm like 25 hours into the game. I like it. I just haven't had that much time because it's one of those games where when you got like 3 or 4 hours to kill and you want to play and you just want to go roaming around and doing side. That's what that game is for. So I haven't been able to play that much. I like it. It's fun. It's open world. You can do a lot of crazy shit in it. It's great. I enjoy it. And he makes it so boring. Because he's not passionate about the game. He sits there with his hand out, keep looking at chat, checking on detractors, saying shit, and waiting for money to come in. Yeah, and if it wasn't for the one dent that came out and dropped $100 at the end of the stream, he would have wage quit the game. Now, on the Daily Wrap, he actually came out today and said, if you don't support the game next week, I'm wage quitting it. So, if it's not supported next week, it's going to get wage quit. He got that one dent that comes in every stream and gives him like $50 to $100. It's the only reason why he even hits the goal on that gameplay. But he's just so lazy about it, man. I hate lazy streamers that just sit there and look at you and waiting for money to get thrown at you. It's so fucking yeah, you know what? And the other thing too is your eyes aren't even fast enough to tell the fucking difference. You know what I mean? Like I love when Phil talks about how 60 FPS versus 120. Your eyes can't even see that fucking fast, okay? Your eyes naturally can't even see really at 120 FPS. I think your vision is like 30 frames per second. Is that what it is? Is that I think that's the normal average. Your eyes you see in 30 FPS frames per second. That's why movies are filmed in 30 frames per second. They're not even filmed at 60 frames per second. And as blind as he is, yeah, he doesn't even wear his glasses. Is it 24? Yeah, that's pretty common. Shadow Duty, Phil can see. Yes. Okay. You're correct. Honestly, high res, you really can't, man. You can't. I have a monitor that does like 300 FPS, and if I'm playing like COD, and normally with COD I get about 180 frames per second, 140, 180 frames per second. Dude, I can't tell the fucking difference. I can't. Whether 60 or 120, I can't tell the fucking difference. 30, yeah. 30, you can tell the difference. But anything above 60 FPS, you really can't tell the difference, man. I don't know.
Anything for a wedding that would have had to be done has to be done way ahead of time, okay? There's no way it could even go towards it. In addition to that, the funny part, you have zero evidence of anything that I did in Connecticut. You have none. Because the bottom line is, I'm sure as soon as I announced I was married, you can rest assured.
Oh yeah, I got the.
Oh my God, we got to search for wedding.
I bought. I have 3 monitors. Duty's extremely rich. I have 3 32-inch Samsung G9 OLED 4K. They're beautiful. They're glorious. The only thing I hate about them is that when I turn on my PC, they don't kick in the game mode automatically, which is quite annoying. The monitor looks like shit when it's not set to game mode. So that's quite annoying. Like, it doesn't automatically set to be game mode all the time. So the monitors look like shit, and sometimes it just doesn't trigger automatically. So then I have to go into my settings for the monitors, do gaming, and then it looks just beautiful. It looks amazing.
Venues. Where was the Burnell party? We got to find where Phil got married. What did he pay for? Is there a church that we can find where there was a Burnells were married?
The Burnells were married.
They found nothing because guess what? Money,
She's dead. She's dead.
And by the end of this podcast, basically, there's going to be two groups. There's going to be a group of people who.
Mr. Quasar Hopper, thank you for the 10 gifted member bomb. Woo! The support is insane today, folks. QB Siren, 30 FPS gives smooth motion, yes. 60 or 20 gives smoother animations and faster response to input. Yes, 60 is good for fast. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm talking about just visually looking at it. Your eyes can only see, but so fast. Like, I don't know. LG makes it a lot better. Yeah, they do. I wish I would have gotten the LG monitors. But I ended up getting this. I got a good deal on the Samsungs. I paid $7.99 for them on sale, which is a good deal. That's why I got them. So I was being a little bit cheap, and I like them. They're nice. They're nice. They've replaced my 27-inch Samsung's G8, G7s, I think 4K. I gave those away to my brother. I gave one to my sister for her son, and I gave 2 away for my brother, and then I bought the 3. So, yeah. Again, Mr. Quasar Hopper, thank you, brother. I appreciate all the massive support. All right, I think I covered everything. Yeah, G-Sync also helps. Yes. I love G-Sync. I have an NVIDIA. I have the NVIDIA 5090. So, it makes a world of difference. It makes a world of games. Oh my god! I by the way, I've been hooked on Arc Raiders for months, and Arc Raiders looks beautiful on my rig. It looks amazing. Like I feel immersed. Like I feel like I'm in there myself. Feels like I'm scavenging myself.
Actually, I'll say there's 3 groups. There's gonna be a group
of
people who are
OLED's nice.
My supporters.
They believe me anyway.
They know that I'm honest and upfront and truthful about this stuff. And if this was something, lying about the marriage was something I necessarily had to do to protect myself and my family, all right? And people will understand that. Then there's going to be a group of people who maybe heard the thing and were like, man, that's kind of weird that he didn't tell us, but I want to hear the story. And once you hear the story, you'll be like, okay, great. I got my answers and good to go. And then you're going to have a group of people who just don't care. No matter what I say or do, they're not going to believe me. I could provide you with empirical evidence proving everything I say is true. I could show you emails. I could show you documents, licenses. I could show you a million things, and they'll still say it's fake. So there's no point in me trying to satisfy those people because I know those people are never going to be satisfied.
Just like WWE champions. That's right. For 8 years, he convinced everyone that the detractors were lying. WWE champions was just a bold lie. Duty Streams and TJ Gamebox and Piece of Peace and that being said and Snort Hogan, they were all disgusting liars about WWE champions. It was a cabal. They all lied about it.
So basically, I'm just going to do what I always do. I'm going to tell you guys the truth up front. Be incredibly transparent with all of you. I'm going to reveal stuff to you that I
No, you weren't being upfront. You weren't being upfront. Because while you were sitting there e-begging for money, talk about paying your taxes and all that, right? Right? While you were e-begging, you then decided to do this secret trip to go visit your parents. And the other thing is, look, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, let's just say that you were there and your parents helped pay for some of this. And it wasn't expensive or whatever. Okay, whatever. Okay. You're telling me you didn't spend 1 cent out of your pocket? So you're telling me that you went to Connecticut, right? You stayed with your parents. You ate their food. When they took you out, they paid for your meals. And again, these are 2 people that apparently are destitute, that are living on Social Security, that are on death's door. Remember when DSP said that? That was the reason for him having to go to Connecticut, was because both parents were about to die. So are you telling us that they paid for every single thing when you went to the mall, when you took your wife to the zoo, because I think they went to the Connecticut Zoo. Are you telling us all the DoorDash orders that you made at your mom's house? You're talking about that your parents paid for everything? That, I don't know, brother. That's some insane shit. Because as far as I know, when you grow up, you're supposed to help take care of your parents, not the other way around. You know what I mean? Like, your parents shouldn't be giving you money. You should be giving your parents money. All right? So, and look, even my mom will occasionally send me something for my birthday. She'll send me some money. You know what I do? I'll give that money back to my sister, and my sister puts it into her checking account. And she doesn't even know it, because I don't need the money, but I don't want her to feel bad, so she gives me the money, and then usually what I do is I just deposit money directly to her account every month or whatever, just so that she has, spending money, do whatever she needs, because she took care of me as a child, and she did her best as a mom, and as they get older, you're supposed to take care of them. All right, whatever. I guess Phil thinks being 30, what was he? He was 37 here? Was he 37? He was 37 here. I guess he thought being 37 is still a child. So, I pay for my parents' internet. Big ups, brother. See, and again, I'm not, look, if you're older, I'm not talking about younger people, but if you're older and you're established and you have a home and whatever, and you're working and you can do it, it's always nice to do something for your parents, you know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be paying their mortgage or giving them $500 every. No, it could be a little thing. It could be like maybe paying for their phone bill or something. You know what I mean?
Remember his off the hinge rant. You probably know more about WWE champions than I do, you obsessed loser.
Yeah. Yes, and then we have the lore master DSP. I'll never forget this, man. I say this story all the time, but I remember when he finally admitted to WWE champions, and then he said he was going to play it on stream. And when he started playing WWE champions, it was like dude, I swear to God, I thought he was the co-creator of the game. Like the lore, everything, he just knew that shit. And that just told me this motherfucker must spend like 10 hours a day playing this game. And when he's not playing it, he's researching videos. He's you know what I mean? Like he knew the stock prices. He knew everything. Like he was the lore fucking master, man, of that game. It was amazing. And I was shocked. I was just like, oh my God. Like, okay. And I was annoyed because I was like, why can't you put that into your other games? Like, why can't you be a good content creator and put that into Street Fighter, put that into, I don't know, Crimson Desert? You know what I mean? You would probably be a way better content creator if you put that energy, of learning the information and being a lore master, whatever. No. He'd rather do with the fucking gotcha mobile game. Thank you, GVRC, for the 5, by the way. I am poor. Don't have a job because getting a job being on. No. Again. I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad. If you can't, you can't because of your situation. That everybody understands that. Please don't feel bad. I get it, brother. I know, man. I know. Trust me. My daughter's autistic. She's special needs. She's gonna have to live with me for the rest of my life. I'm gonna have to pay for everything. I get it, brother. I fully know. But what I'm saying is, like, if your situation is such where you got a job, your parents are still around, and you can help them, it's always nice to help them out. You know what I mean? It's just like a little thank you of, I appreciate what you did for me as a kid. Let me try to make your life a little. It's about making their life a little easier as they get older. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. And again, it doesn't have to be money. It could be like when I lived near my mom, like I would go cut her lawn and all that shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like the little things and stuff. Just a little effort, just a little little things here and there, brother. That's all it is. That's all I was saying. No, I mean, I always put some, yeah, there you go. Perfect. Yeah, there you go, Sakai. Exactly. Just a little bit of effort, man. That's all it is, man. Not DSP.
Hey, got people on Kick. Thanks for all the moral support.
Big ups, whoever the hell's on Kick. That's right. Big ups for the moral support on Kick. Well, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm just, yeah, just,
money. I really do. I need that money.
The real pool boy. Thank you for the 5. Shout out, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate the support. Thank you for the nice shout out. I do. I appreciate it. But no, not DSP. DSP calls his mom an hour a week. And of course, it's a business style meeting. He sits there and he talks to his mom about the tractors, and he talks about Jack. Dude, he's calling his mom tomorrow, and he's gonna be upset because he had to wage quit Street Fighter because Jack Raxer didn't support. You know she hears all that. She knows about all the detractors. She probably knows who Duty is. She'll probably be like, "Is that Mr. Duty bothering you still, son?" I feel so bad for his parents, especially his mom. I don't think so. I'm not too bad for his father because I have a feeling his father just tunes him the fuck out. His father's just like, "How you doing, son? You good? All right, peace out. I don't want to hear anything else." It's his mom that actually has to sit there and listen to that fucking all that bullshit.
This trip went down again for safety and security purposes, and it should serve to answer all of your questions moving forward. And the other thing about this is, once this podcast is over, this should be a bit of closure. For those of you who are you're going to be like, okay, Phil finally explained everything. This is good. We had some questions. They're answered. Now we can move on and have gameplay streams like always, and that's that.
DSP
got him.
DSP is a thief. DSP is a greedy fuck. DSP is this and that.
Phil's a horrible pedophile and a public masturbator.
Phil is an abuser
Facts.
of children who wants to beat up children and threaten a kid online. This is insane. Much like
You did do that, brother. You did do that. You pretty much did all those things you just rattled off.
my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, Phil went to Connecticut or whatever. You know, why is he going to have to do a whole podcast about his trip to Connecticut? We don't really care that much, right?
Far from the bright lights of Las Vegas or New York City.
The bottom line is I didn't have to do this. I could have come back from this.
I think we did see it. We did see it. If you want to post it here, go ahead, brother. Post it. Post it, Quasar, so that other people can watch and share. Big ups.
People said, "Well, my private life's my private life. That's it. Let's just hit the ground running and do gameplay." But the thing is, I value your time and attention. I value your support, and it sucks.
I value your support.
It fucking sucks. Okay. That I had to hide this.
I had to lie.
And it sucks because I don't like doing that. I pride myself over 10 years that I've been doing this. I've been upfront with most of you on everything.
Okay, look. I don't give a shit that you didn't tell people that you were getting married. I don't really give a shit about that. You know, if Phil wants to keep that private, then he should have kept it private. The reason why he came on the day he got married and posted that shit on Instagram and Twitter and all that was because he thought, oh my God, I'm going to get wailed out when I come back. Because when my dents find out that I got married, they're going to be so happy for me and they're going to drop so many donations on me. That is the reason why he did that. Anytime Phil does anything, the main driver is, will it make me money? And that was the reason why when you decide you don't want to tell anyone because you're trying to keep a secret and you don't want it to get it exposed or whatever, then you don't come on the next day and expose it. Especially if you're so worried that your detractors are so demented, they're going to do something to fuck with you and to fuck with Cat or whatever. If that's what you truly believe, Phil, then you would have never brought it up. You would have never told anyone that you got married at all. If it did come to light that you got married, then you can probably just say, well, it's nobody's business. That's my personal life. Or you can just say, yeah, I got married. It was a private ceremony. I kept it to myself. And maybe people wouldn't shit all over you. But the mere fact that you decided to make a spectacle about this and post it because you thought you were going to get wailed out because you got married, that's another reason why people decided to shit all over you. And when it didn't work out for you, when this didn't work out for you, and so many people were criticizing you, how many of your longtime viewers on this stream that you banned? I remember watching this shit live, and I remember him just banning people nonstop from that Twitter, from his Twitch stream. He must have banned like 75 people. Like he was just nonstop banning people. And when it just didn't work out, then he decided to go on attack mode and start and of course make this about the tractors. That's what he always does. He always makes this shit about detractors. Don't focus on detractors, Phil. You talk about how detractors don't impact your life. They mean nothing. They do, they don't control anything you do. But the very minute you get called out for being a scumbag and doing something extra scummy like this, you then want to throw your detractors into the mix and talk about how terrible they are.
And you see someone like Jake likes cats or like cats, Jake or
you're good, dirty brother. You could it's all good, brother. You could do what you want, man.
Dude, and immediately you get a dickhead like ITG Jake. I'm gonna read it because I've had enough and he's permanently banned now.
The money he spent on WWE champions. I mean, I've gone and tracked it, and just simple mathematics. He spent over $250,000 on WWE champions. I don't think he's banned 250,000 people. He's probably banned close to 20 or 30,000 people, maybe more, maybe 50,000 people. But I don't think he's up to two. I don't think he's in the 6-digit frames. I don't think he's there yet. I'm going to say under 6 figures. So 50, 60, maybe 70,000. But I know for WWE Champions, he spent over $250,000. So I'm going to say he spent more on wrestling.
Do you want us to give you money to see your parents? Fuck you, Jake. How about that? Fuck you. Do you really think, in the scheme of things...
The other thing, Phil, is you brought up the fact that you were going to be gone for a week because you had to visit your dying parents. Remember that? Remember when you told people on your stream, you said, hey guys, I'm going to have to take a week off because my mom and dad are dying. And I have to visit them because I don't know how much longer they're gonna last. Remember that, Phil? Weren't you begging? Weren't you putting that out there so that people could feel bad for you and give you money? Right? This is what people were calling out, Phil, and saying, look, yeah, what you're being accused of, it's true. You did sit there and you used your parents and you used them dying and all that for sympathy so that people can give you money so that you... dude, I wish I need to find the week before he went and got married. The week before he got married, every single beg was about support and saying, I'm not going to be here, guys, next week. So I need a well-supported stream this whole week to make up for the fact that he's not going to be making money for the upcoming week, for the week that's going to come, right? So right there, you're begging and you're using the excuse of visiting your dying parents so that people can give you money. So when people call you out for saying that you lied and that you used a situation to milk your dents out of money, it is true. It is true. Whether you believe it or not, that you told people that, or whether or not you used the money to get married or for whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you used that money for, Phil. You said you were going to use it to pay taxes and you didn't use it to pay taxes, okay? And the other thing here is, this is what I want to say about the tax situation. His very own mouth, he said he owed $16,000, right? He owed $16,000. For him to get onto the payment plan, the IRS payment plan, which he currently is on. So let's put this out there. And not too many people talk about this. He owed $16,000 for his taxes. $16K. That's what his back taxes were. The IRS told him you have 60 days to pay this off. If you don't pay it off within 60 days, you're going to start getting hit with interest, right? And penalties or whatever, right? Or you can get on a payment plan. For him to get on a payment plan, I think he needed 20% of the amount. 20 or 25% of the amount. That's where the whole $4,000 comes into the figure, right? Yeah, he needed $4,000. Yeah, because I think he needed 20% or something like that to be part of the whatchamacallit, right? He raised, at a minimum, $8,000 from his debts. All those marathon streams where he said, this is going to go to pay taxes, right? My back taxes. He raised about $8,000. Right? Minimum. Maybe more. He probably raised more. You know how much of that money went to pay for the taxes? $0. $0. You know why? Because the $4,000 his mom gave him, that's the money he used for the down payment for the payment plan. So instead of giving the IRS a minimum of what, $12,000, you figure $8,000 that he raised plus the $4,000 his mom gave him, which means all he would have owed was $4,000 on his back taxes. No, he didn't do that. He gave the IRS $4,000 and then signed up for a 10-year payment plan. And he's still paying for that. 10 years, he's still paying for that. He still has 3 years paying on that. I think someone did the calculation, if you do the interest, because you get interest with every day. Just because you get on a payment plan, it's just like fucking taking out college loans. You get hit with penalties every single fucking day. That $12,000 that Phil owed, I think came out to like $48,000. Like if he literally waited 10 years and paid it every month, the minimum payment, I think it would have came out to like $40,000 or $50,000 by the end of the loan. It's like taking out a fucking mortgage. But it's worse. It's worse. Because when you take out a mortgage, you're basically paying 2.5 times the cost of your house. So if you buy a house at $200,000, you're going to be paying about roughly $450,000 at the end of the life. If you're making monthly payments and you wait 30 years, with interest and everything, you're going to be paying about $450,000, right? It's the same thing, but it's even worse because the IRS will fuck you over because compound interest is a bitch. So that money that he raised that he claimed was for taxes didn't go to taxes. It went to WWE Champions, it went to bills, it went to DoorDash, it went to fucking Total Wine, whatever. And that's what Phil doesn't like. Phil doesn't see that that's why people just hate him and people despise him because of that shit. Is chat still up? Yeah, chat's still up. Is chat still up? Can I get a 1 in the chat? I think my chat's fucked up. Okay, there. Okay, chat's okay. All right.
In the scheme of things,
I thought my chat crashed.
For me to eat some shit for a few days, come back and do a podcast, and like I said, my loyal viewers and followers who trust me anyway are gonna believe me anyway.
Gonna believe me anyway.
Wouldn't believe me anyway.
Things are gonna continue as business as usual. Or do you think having the whole ceremony ruined, having everyone trolled who was involved with the ceremony all fucking week, probably have assholes calling in pranks and swatting and shit? Do you really think that that's worth it? No. And anyone who has a mature fucking brain.
You know how many people were at that wedding? His parents, one of his uncles, and one other person, I think. I believe he said there were like 5 people at that wedding. There were 5 people, and I'm pretty sure the wedding was probably held in his yard. It was held in his yard, and then for a party, what they did was they took him out to dinner. So they went to an Italian restaurant and had dinner. That was essentially his wedding.
Is going to say, understand. The bottom line is, many people don't. Many people are just like, well, you're a streamer, so therefore you should be 100% transparent on everything. Fuck your own privacy. Fuck your own, having a nice ceremony. Fuck your family. Fuck everyone. Just share everything and we don't care. It's all on your expense anyway. Ha ha ha, the world's just a big joke. It's not. And those people are so fucked in the head that it doesn't matter what I say or do, they're never going to be convinced otherwise anyway. So I don't give a fuck. JMFS1989 tipped me $1. Can you show us the proof you have tax money? Oh my God. As I've already said, I'm not going to jump the gun. So, Ben Boxer Cheer. He says, it's too late to apologize. It's too late. Oh, I have nothing to apologize for. I have absolutely nothing to apologize for. The only thing that I can say is I am sorry that I had to hide the wedding. That's it. That's it. Nothing. Everything else that I've told you guys was upfront, 100% honest. There's nothing to apologize for at all. Jack36. Timmy $2 says, waiting on the divorce. Well, you're going to be waiting a long fucking time. Let's put it that way. When I say this, I'm madly in love with Kat. I want to be with her for the rest of my life. I'm not someone who just rushes
Didn't you say that about Pandali?
This, I've known her for 2 years and, lived with her for over a year. She's been a massive improvement to my life. She's been life-changing in many ways.
Okay, you don't like me. Got it. You think I'm a scammer.
I'm happy.
Got it. Even on the worst game on the planet. Got it. All right. On the wedding post? On the wedding post. The post announcing our marriage to the world. You gotta put that shit, does that not show how fucked up you are? Even if you hate my guts and you believe all these negative, ridiculous conspiracy theories about me, the wedding post is not the place to put that shit.
Hank Duma tipped me $100. Wow, thank you very much, Hank. Listen, guys, just to say, I'm incredibly grateful for any contributions today, guys. I'm not expecting anything. I said this on the pre-stream, and I'll actually say this in this video as well. Contributions are much appreciated and incredibly helpful, but they're not expected. No! I would think that if you support me and you like what I do, you're still gonna fucking pay my bills. Ren Jesse James, wow, tip me $50. Thank you, Ren Jesse James. Wow, another very generous tip. He says, I'm really salty you didn't invite me, a random internet stranger, to your ceremony. However, congrats, I finally got a job. Here's a little wedding present. May all the detractors and haters develop horrible, nightmarish. I'm not reading that. That's messed up. Omnipotent Mr. Dr. Fruity says, did you have a crazy bachelor party with your dad and friends? We'll talk about that. And the answer is no. That's stupid. My whole life.
Yeah, that's gay.
My mom has pressured me to commit and get married. My whole fucking life. She's like, are you going to get married? Are you going to get married? That's just how she is. She's an old school traditional person. She grew up
No. She knew that she was going to die one day. And she knew that you couldn't exist on your own. So she needed to make sure that she got a replacement for herself for you. That's the reason why she pressured you to live. That's why. My mom, she would have liked for me to got married, which I did, whatever. But my mom, if I would have been single and stayed by myself, my mom knew that I could take care of myself and didn't need her. So, but certain people like you, Phil, your mom knew that you were one of those people that just couldn't make it on their own. So she wanted to make sure that you got yourself a mom wife in place when she passed away.
Where it was like, if you don't get married, something's wrong. Why didn't you get married, right? And to see me,
he's gay.
I'm in my 30s now, and I wasn't married.
He's gay.
And so, now that I'm with Kat.
That's right. Italian moms.
You're absolutely right. It's a cultural thing. It's a cultural thing.
Your mom's not Italian, brother.
Italian families to get married and have the family and all of that. So, fuck your mother. Late 30s and not married or whatever. So awesome that Kat, and I have been together and have such a great life together here. Fuck you, Jake. To the point where we were outside of any pressure from my mom or my parents, we were already having the conversation behind the scenes about, do we want to get engaged, right? We probably can't get married, but, do we want to get engaged? By the way, this all happened last year, long fucking time ago. All right, I'm not going to tell you the specifics of when or whatever, but basically all this discussion happened last year. I mean, Kat had been living with me for a while, and we were going together perfectly. Our lives were so much dramatically improved, and we had gotten settled in. Kat had gotten settled in with a job and everything. Everything was going good for a while.
That's right. Get that job, bitch.
And we
Get
said,
to work.
Let's get engaged.
I'll
One
pay them
day,
bills.
It was one of our days out, and we were, I believe, at the local mall. Yeah, it was the local mall. And for a little bit, we had been looking at engagement rings because we were curious. Gee, what are engagement rings? What? And the bottom line is engagement rings, depending on what you get, could be dirt cheap. I'm talking under $100 to life-changingly expensive, like tens of thousands of dollars. Now, I just want to say something. All right, if you have that kind of crazy-ass money to go nuts and go spend thousands of dollars on a ring, go ahead. And there's these ridiculously stupid fucking things I've heard. Oh, it's expected that when you get your engagement ring, the cost of the ring should be about 2 to 3 months' salary for the male. Fuck you. Who the fuck are you to make that kind of a crazy ass thing? Oh, that's a rule.
Yeah, nah. That his money is tied into his two to three times of his monthly income. That shit goes to WWE champions. Can't be going to no ring.
A quarter of my money this year on a fucking ring. A ring that could fall off the finger and go down a drain. A ring that the gem that cost thousands of dollars could pop out and roll into a gutter. Are you fucking stupid?
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
I've never fucking heard. You're gonna spend insane amounts of money on a fucking ring.
Lloyd,
okay,
yeah.
it's not even the love. It's a symbol, right? A representation. It's not your love that you have to drop that money on. It's just nuts to me. Fuck you. And by the way, Kat agrees with me. That people will go crazy with this shit.
Just to give you guys some fucking perspective, all right? Over the years I've been a content creator, in particular, I'd say about 3-4 years ago, people just have gone nuts with the shit they've done.
Some people speculated that if you look at the ring he wore, it looked mighty old. Like it looked like an older style ring. I wouldn't put it past Phil that that's his mom's ring. Like his mom, like he probably guilt tripped her and said, "Oh, I can't afford a ring. I'm too poor. My detractors don't allow me to buy her a ring." And she probably said, "Well, Philip, I guess you can have my engagement ring. Here you go." I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
They've called my relatives, they've called former businesses that I worked for, they've called the schools that I went to school to, they've called news agencies, they've called restaurants, they've called all these places and harassed the fuck out of people, my relatives, or said stuff about me or done shit. They actually contacted former businesses that I had associations with, to say now.
And by the way, that is true, Paul. That's true. They only met Kat once because the second time that Phil visited his parents in the last 10 years, he went by himself. The last time he went in July, he went by himself. He didn't even take Fat Cat with him. He went all by himself, and I talked about it. I was able to confirm that was the case. So.
Stuff about me. They have signed me up for endless amounts of stuff that I never agreed to, that I then had to try to get out of, just because they know basic information about me, like my name and address and phone number. I constantly get pranked with tons of nasty shit here at my house, whether it's, stupid stuff. I'm not even, I don't want to get into the details, because it's going to give people more ideas to do it, okay? The insane amount of junk mail that I receive on a daily basis. If I don't empty out my mailbox out here, that mailbox is full. So every day, that's how much mail I get. I have to empty my mailbox. If I go 2 days, the mailman can't leave mail because they've signed me up for so many garbage publications and solicitations that I have to empty my mailbox every day, okay? I've been swatted. That, to the point where when I first moved here, I notified my local police department. I'm a streamer. There's a chance I may get swatted, and I was swatted. But not only that, other people I never talked to.
Yeah, the week that he was gone, he went to Connecticut to see his mom because apparently his mom's getting older and sicker. And he went by himself to visit his mom. Kat didn't go. He went. Yep.
About have been swatted, and behind the scenes and stuff, family members of mine were swatted for no reason, because I never even publicly talked about it. So that's why I'm not going to give attention to it. But they were swatted, and it had nothing to do with me because of me. Because
yeah.
I knew that if I gave any information, that number one, I was getting married, or number two, the specifics of where I was going to be on what day, that there was potential that people could do this fucking stuff to me. Right? Can you imagine? Oh yeah, today we're going.
I'll ask again. How does what? Let's see. Okay. So Quasar said, I'll ask again. How does one get hit with back taxes? Whether if you're self-employed or blue-collar worker or worker as a whole. Well, Phil is considered self-employed, so he has to make so he gets what's called royalty income by YouTube. YouTube sends him a check every month, and it's gross money that he's earned. And then he has to pay the taxes on it every quarter. So by law, he has to make what are called estimated taxes. So what that is you're supposed to estimate what you think you're going to make in a year, and then you break that out into 4 payments, or you could pay monthly if you want. It's up to you. So then you pay the IRS. And then at the end of the year, when you file your taxes in April, if you filed incorrectly, or you didn't file right, or you didn't give enough, then you would have to pay taxes. What happened with Phil here was that he didn't pay his state of Connecticut taxes, I believe. If someone can confirm that, I believe that's what it was. I know it was state taxes. It wasn't federal taxes. I think it was state taxes that he didn't pay. I'm not sure if it was like federal taxes he failed to pay. I think it was that he didn't pay his state income tax. And then it just kept accruing, and then bam, they slammed him with it. So, was it Washington, the business? It was something. It was either the Washington, he didn't pay either a business tax or he didn't pay his state taxes or something like that. Yeah, he blamed it was the Connecticut lawyer. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I don't fully remember, but I know it had to do with state level taxes that he didn't pay. You can fill out your tax forms and make them take out the maximum deduction. Then if you overpay, you'll get a refund. Yeah. So if you work for an employer, you fill out your employer and you basically can take exemptions. So like if you live by yourself, or you're head of household or whatever, you can lower your you either pay more every bi-weekly, right? And then you'll get a refund, or you pay less and you get the money in your check every 2 weeks and maybe you owe something. So either way, it just depends on how you want to file your taxes.
To the zoo. And then we go to the zoo and the police show up because someone's swatting.
No problem, Quasar.
You know what I mean? Like, was a genuine... For anyone else on the planet Earth, that's like silly. That's ridiculous. That's silly, Phil. For me, that's actually a genuine concern.
I can't do this shit. It's so fucked up how fucked up my fucking life is because of these fucking degenerates and the shit that they've done to me over the years. So this is a genuine fucking concern. Some people think it's funny. It's not. It's not funny because of some shithead piece of immoral garbage, a morally decrepit toxic turd that draws breath and sucks the air off the planet where other valid fucking morally good people want to live. This person could actually hurt me like this.
I mean, who was it? Was it Ice Poseidon?
Ice Poseidon?
Airport and was live streaming from the airport on Twitch, and basically they swatted him because of that, and that got him banned from Twitch permanently. You can't put this shit past these people. You can't. Okay?
I had to take incredible to make sure that no one knew anything about where I was. Okay? And it worked. And it was very difficult and stressful, and it was very tough to do this.
Yeah, I'm in Florida. I don't have state taxes. I don't have state income taxes too. But like Phil, I pay estimated taxes. So every quarter I have to pay estimated taxes. For my income bracket, my estimated taxes I think are a lot. I pay a lot in estimated taxes, but I always pay extra to avoid, because if I get a refund, cool. If I owe, I want to make sure I owe as little as possible. So,
but it paid off.
You ever turned double this year? Yeah, I heard that a lot from a lot of people. By the way, I did my taxes and I got a small refund back. It was like $1,000, but I mean, for me, that's great. I either break even or I owe a little bit. And the mere fact I got $1,000, that was amazing. It was mostly due to the college thing for my daughter. So, but hey, it's something. I'm not gonna complain.
They should be a IRS cut-off point of to his extensions pay in full now or face charges and the repo guys to value up house items, car and such.
Well, I mean, the IRS isn't, a realtor company, so they really don't want to take people's properties and stuff like that. That's pretty messy. I mean, they limit on how many extensions you can file and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like if like my understanding of Phil's situation is that you're only allowed one. So right now he's on a payment plan. So if he were to have to pay back taxes, he would have to come up with that money up front. Like he wouldn't be able to actually get another he wouldn't be able to get another what are they called, the payment plan. You're allowed one. So what I mean, they do have some restrictions on that just to make sure, because people just perpetually can just file extensions, not pay taxes, get on payment plans. You can manipulate the system, and the IRS knows this. So look, pay your taxes. Don't fuck with the IRS, man. The IRS and the mafia are two groups of people you just don't want to fuck with. And Yakuza. Don't fuck with the Yakuza either. Those are the three groups in this world you shouldn't mess with. Just pay your taxes, brother. Just pay your taxes in full. Pay a little extra, too. GBRC, brother, thank you for the vibe.
$40 a person to get internet on this phone. $40 a person for 5 hours of internet? That's $8 an hour. This is a cat, I'm not even exaggerating. The cat's nice, you're petting it, purring.
Yep,
it purrs, fuck,
that's
it's
true.
not for no reason. And cat's eating pizza. You can see her eyes are lighting up. And she's eating this pizza. Now, normally she doesn't eat a lot. She's like, I want more. She's eating more pizza. Go ahead, we got pizza here.
I'm gonna move a little bit further.
Percent of the people were just being complete negative assholes and just being really scumbags to us and insulting us constantly. So like I posted up a picture of Wahlburgers and I'm like, yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen one of these. Anyone heard if it's any good? And some people are like, nah, it's overpriced. Don't go there. And other people are like, you have money, you scam people. You didn't spend it on burgers. Money. I knew it. From then on, anything I posted for the rest of the trip was just gonna be negative.
Yeah,
shit
but
from
he has been
assholes
on
who just wanted
extension
to ruin our
payment
lives.
plans for
So
years. How is he doing it?
Well, when you in the United States, right, you have to file your taxes by April 15th, or you have to file an extension. That extension gives you to October 15th to file your taxes. The way it is in the United States, that if you don't owe, like in the United States, if you don't owe taxes, you don't have to file. You don't have to file. You technically don't have to file ever, if you don't owe taxes. But if you owe taxes, you should file every year. And every year is different. So, you know, if say in 2024 you file an extension, you know, and you get to October and then your taxes come up and you file another extension, it's viewed year to year. The issue is when you owe them money. When you owe them money, that's a different ball game. So even if, okay, so let's say that Phil filed an extension in April because he knew that he was going to have to pay back 10 grand, right? That doesn't mean you still get penalized. You still have to pay the penalties. You still have to pay the interest for that period of time from April to October. They just give you a delay. Like you know what I mean? Like you're delaying the inevitable. That's what you're doing in the United States. So he's just delaying doomsday. That's all he's doing. You have to be careful because yes, if you're someone who pays your own taxes and you're not paying them properly, yeah, you can get fucked up. You can get pretty fucked up pretty quickly because if you owe taxes and then you don't have the money to pay them, you know, and you file an extension and it's October, the next year is right around the corner. So you're still in the hole. You know what I mean? And what happens with people is that they get into such a hole that they just can't dig out of it. And that's when, and what happens with some people is they realize they're fucked. So then, you know, paralysis, they don't do anything. So then they stop paying taxes, they stop filing, you know what I mean? And then when you come to look, you get a letter from the IRS saying that you have to file for the last 5 years and they believe you owe this. And, you know, and you're fucked because no one's going to give you any money to pay back taxes. You can't go and take out a loan to pay back taxes. So, I mean, unless your credit's good. But if you're scamming the IRS, I'm pretty sure your credit's pretty fucked up. You know what I mean? I made the mistake. Oh, yeah, I don't like it. You know, I do my own taxes. And then I have a buddy of mine that he's a certified accountant. And, like, if I don't know something or I'm not too sure, I'll ask. Like, I'll be like, hey, I'll give him a call. And he'll be like, yep, this is fine. Or no, this isn't fine. The only thing I make sure to do is I pay extra. I just pay extra. Fuck it. I rather, if I have the money, I'll pay a little extra. And that way, at the end of the year, if I fuck something up, hopefully I either break even or I just owe a little bit. So, yeah, I don't want the IRS knocking on my door.
Like at this point.
By the way, I was audited once. I got audited once. It was a soft audit. Essentially, it was done through mail, where I had left my job and then I cashed out a 401k and I didn't pay the 10% penalty. And I got a letter asking me why didn't I pay the 10% penalty when I filed taxes on the 401k because I cashed it out early. And I told them, I said, I use this money for medical services. And they said, all right, well, show us proof that you use it for medical services. So I was able to get all my bills and everything, and I sent it to them. And then the IRS basically a week later sent me a letter saying, you're good. Okay, yep, you're good. You could take that time. But I'm telling you, for like 3 weeks, I had diarrhea, stomach cramps. I was nervous. I was scared. I thought I was gonna get sent to jail. Like, and it was just a small, you know, it wasn't anything big. At the worst, I would have just had to pay the 10% of the amount that I didn't pay plus some penalty. It wouldn't have been a lot. Like, I think it was like 20. I think it was like $2,200 or something like that I didn't pay. It was like $2,200. So if the IRS would have said nope, you had to pay the penalty, it would have been $2,200 plus whatever the interest is. So, but still, for like a month, I was sick. I was nauseous. I called my brother. He's a lawyer. I was like, oh shit, am I going to go to jail? Like, it was just not a good feeling. And ever since after that, I was just like, nope. I don't even take credits. Like, I'm streaming here and I file estimated taxes for my. I don't file, like, I don't take a credit for a computer software program upgrade. I don't do any of that because I just don't want the IRS sniffing at my tax form. You know what I mean? I make money. I pay them. I think I pay 35%. I pay 35%, and I'm like, there you go. If you owe me money at the end of the year, cool. If I owe you, let me know and I'll just pay. It's that easy. Yeah. What's up, Rob Dog? How you doing, brother?
I'm not going to do too much more. Like, there's no point, right? Now, I have a lot of things that I agree with and I disagree with my parents. We have very different people, very, very, very different people. If you met my parents, you'd be like, you're Phil's dad and mom. Yeah, they're not like me. So basically,
yes, we know Phil. We know Phil. Your dad is a very accomplished person. Your dad is a military man. Your dad has a successful career. Your dad isn't an idiot. Yeah, your dad didn't have to rely on nepotism to get them a job. Yes, we know, Phil. Your dad likes to go outside, go fishing, versus you who like to Minecraft and play Minecraft and fish in Minecraft. Yes, we know you're totally different. Does he still have a tax eye? Yes, he claims that he has a tax lawyer that does his taxes, which I've never heard before, but yes, he has someone that does his taxes, and it costs him literally $1,500, as so he claims, to do his taxes. Which again, he is the easiest person to do taxes for. He essentially just pays estimated taxes. That's it. And what you do is every quarter you gather how much money you get from all your resources. You basically say, I'm going to pay 25% of that money, that gross money. You send the check in, and that's it. And at the end of the year, you do the same thing. And if you owe money, you owe money. If you don't, you don't. It's not hard. It's not hard to file. I file my own taxes. It takes me literally an hour to file my taxes. It ain't that complex.
My mom wanted to pay for Kat and I to go on a honeymoon. But basically, I told my mom, I said, like, I appreciate
Here it is.
that. That's amazing. And quite frankly, I doubt Kat and I will ever be able to go on a honeymoon together.
7 years and still hasn't happened.
I mean, there was no way that I would be able to go. But I told her, I mean, being straight up honest with you, and this is Kat and I had talked about this previously, it's a no-go. We can't go on a honeymoon. I'm in a situation where I can't take time away from work. Already this week that I was away to be with my parents and for the wedding, already I had probably lost thousands of dollars that I would have made on the stream and the videos on YouTube. And that's money I need to pay my bills. And I'm not in a financially feasible situation where I can take time away from work in a significant amount of time anytime soon. We're talking years now, probably, before I'll be in a better financial position where maybe I could do that. Number two, and I said this very honestly, and this involves you guys, okay? I said, I'll be honest with you, right now, I posted up pictures of the wedding yesterday, and I can already see the 50-50 split of the way that people have reacted. You got the 50% of the people who like what I do and love me and trust in me and believe that even though I need all this help with taxes, that I did not come out here and spend my own money and spend money on this trip. And then you got the other half of the people who just hate my guts and literally now are saying so many nasty things about Kat and I on our wedding day.
Not the wedding day.
Dichotomy that I live with in my life, that I have staunch supporters and people who just hate my guts. And I said, now, can you imagine? Let's say even in a year's time, can you imagine if I tried to go on a honeymoon when I'm probably still in a financial position where I need help on streams, people to be supportive or whatever with their contributions and all of that, and all of a sudden, oh, by the way,
what are you talking about, Phil? Everything you spend money on, your grocery bills, your WWE champions, your DoorDash, everything you spend money on is funded by your viewers. What are you talking about? As far as I know, Kat doesn't put anything into your household. She doesn't pay any bills. She doesn't make enough money to pay anything. She apparently has the fucking Sephora and a Kohl's addiction because she gets packages every fucking day. She has a shopping addiction like you. That's probably why you got. Oh my God, look at his eyes. That's probably why. What? That's probably a common thread you two fucking people have. Yeah. Oh, Sephora. Yeah, Sephora. Yes. Yes. Apparently, Kat has a Sephora addiction. Sephora. Sephora is it's a brand that they sell in Kohl's and other stuff. It's like high end makeup. I don't think she is. I don't think she's on disability, no.
Even though
she works part-time at a store.
With everything going on financially, I'm going to go on a vacation now. All expenses paid. Huh? That doesn't jive. And I honestly wouldn't feel in good faith. I wouldn't feel okay with going on a vacation with Kat, even if it was paid for, with the situation back home. Here's the thing. When I went to visit Connecticut to see my parents, this is an important trip. Number one, we don't know what's going to happen with their health. At any moment, one of them could go, and I'll never see them again. So this is a very important trip.
You notice how that lore changed, where he went from telling everyone that his parents were on death's door to now we're not sure when they're going to die.
Two, this is our wedding. This is an opportunity for Kat and I to get married in a situation that's better than what we would have done here for ourselves, and to have a little bit of a special day where we can remember this for the rest of our lives. And doing it there made my parents so happy that they were there for my wedding. Are you kidding me? Like I said, my mom's been waiting for me to get married her whole life. And now finally, thank God, before she passes away, whenever that may be, knock on wood, hopefully not soon, I was there to be married. And
But Phil, when you told people that you were going to Connecticut, right, for the week, and you weren't going to make any money, right, during that week, and you need people to support, right, you told everyone that your parents, not your mom, your parents were both on death's door. Usually that, to me, that sounds like they have a health situation that might go for a few more months, maybe a year max, for whatever reason, right? It wasn't like, oh, they're just getting older and sick. It was, no, they're on death's door. Those are words you use, Phil. Those are words you used.
she saw it in person. Okay, she was so ecstatically happy. I told her straight up front. I said, "Not possible. Honeymoon can you could promise us this, and I probably will never be able to take it. Okay, but you know my financial situation."
Oh, by the way, too, yeah, when he got married, they had Jasper. So before they got married, they got Jasper, right? So who took care of Jasper? Did your mom pay for the expensive high-end babysitter for your cat, Phil? Who took care of Jasper? You see where the lies unravel? You see where the lies unravel, where he tries to convince people that he didn't spend a single cent on this trip. But then if, most people that are smart enough or have, an IQ of 40, no, that's bullshit. No, it's bullshit. You know what I mean? Who paid for you to go to the airport? Because I'm pretty sure you probably Ubered a fucking a car to take you to the airport. Who paid for that? Your parents?
A money creature?
Good God, man.
Yeah, look.
Ultimate brother, what is up? Thank you, brother, for being a member for 19 months. Jeez, big ups, duty.
PS duty. Rest in peace, Blaze.
Rest in
and
peace,
good luck
Blaze.
to the little
Aw.
ones. It's always really hard on young children when the angels bring appets back home. You're
Yes.
a great dad with how you're helping the fam get through it.
Oh, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. That was a very nice message. Well, actually, my kids are older. So if you don't, my oldest is 22 and the youngest is 19. But it doesn't matter. They're still my little girls. So thank you. I appreciate it. They're doing better. We ended up getting the ashes for my cat. I got them yesterday. And we shed some tears. Dude, he was a little sad. It's funny because I think I'm taking it harder than anyone else. So, we kind of shed a few tears. And my daughter said that she's not sure what she wants to do with the ashes. So I said, that's fine. So she has it up in her room. And, she has it up in her room. And we're just waiting on her. So we'll see. She talked about maybe sprinkling the ashes somewhere at a nice place. Like me and my family like to go to certain parks, and occasionally we've taken my daughter to we've taken the cat. So we actually have a carrier thing that we take. So the cat's been out there. She loves it. She does really well. So we might do that. So how was your doctor's appointment today? It was good. It was fine. I got my procedure done. Everything's good. Everything went well. I'm feeling better today. I actually was able to work out today. So I'm feeling a lot better. Also, the breathing. I feel like I'm breathing normally again. Before, I felt like I was breathing a little bit labored, and I was coughing a lot because I was irritated. So that's kind of gone away. So thank you. I appreciate that. I didn't know the ashes are back. Yeah. It took like 2 weeks, but we finally got them back. Yes, I got them yesterday. So, yeah. It was a little sad. I cried. Duty cried like a bitch yesterday. I cried like a big bitch. But it's it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, she was a big part of our life for 10 years, and we miss her. I miss her. I miss having her around. It's really weird. I still walk around like, oh, I got to be careful. You know what I mean? Like, thinking she's around. And every morning without fail, I open up the cabinet where her food normally is, and I still have about half a bag of food that's hers. I can't throw it out. Like, I can't bring myself to throw away the cat food. So I'm probably gonna start feeding some of the strays around my neighborhood. So maybe I'll put out a couple bowls for the cats around, because we got about 2 or 3 of them that hang around. So yeah. So Rit Blaze
situation. And basically I told her about everything that's been going on here over the last few weeks, how I've been doing multiple marathon streams, how much money I had raised, and based off of what my tax guy had told me, here's what's left. And then, by the way, the tax guy is going to bill me this much for doing my taxes. He's going to bill me this much to try to get me on the payment plan. I basically gave her all the financials of everything. All right? And, you know, sitting there, having this honest conversation, my mom said, well, here's the deal. She's like, I need you to commit to a fact that you're going to do some life changes in the short term and the long term.
Okay, I'm going to stop here because that's going to be tomorrow's stream. So I actually have a couple clips for tomorrow where we're going to look at the 10-year plan. That's right, the 10-year plan. Woo! I was going to be excited. Aw, really? Oh, Lord. By the way, I think I announced this Tuesday. Duty will be getting an urban-style cat this year. That's right. With the next one. Our next cat will be a black cat. I'm gonna, when we're ready, we're gonna go to a stray. We're gonna go to a shelter, and we're gonna pick out urban-style cat. That's right, an all-black kitty. Because sadly, people are very superstitious, not superstitious, stupidstitious. And they think having black cats is bad luck or whatever, which is very dumb. So I always feel bad for them, because when I go to shelters or whatever, no one, like, there's always black cats that never get adopted. And I would have adopted a black cat before Blaze, but when we went, she was the only one there, and like, she was so happy and excited to see us, and my daughter fell in love. I was just like, all right, we'll get her. It's for her birthday, we'll get her. So, but we did say that. The next one will be an urban style cat. Now, I promised everyone, his or her name, regardless of the gender, we're going to call her Vader. So her first name will be Vader. But I'm going to do something special for you guys. I'm going to allow you guys to give her the middle name. That's right. You guys will choose the middle name. For free. No charge. That's right, dude. I'm not gonna charge. No charge. You guys, I'm gonna. What I'll do is I'll let on the stream. I'll let you guys select names, and then what we'll do is we'll do a poll of like the top 4 names, and then I'll let you pick her. Okay, we'll let you pick her. See, I should never said urban style cat. Now you guys are gonna be mean. Dave, that would be funny. Vader, Paul, Duty. Ashtray would be okay. Ashtray would be solid. Ashtray would be a solid name. That'd be all right. All right. What about Jasper Kid? No, hell no. No. Name of the cat, go for it. No, go. No, I'll do it for free. Ooh, Tyrone. Tyrone is a legit one. Vader, Tyrone, Burnell. That would be, no, not Burnell though. No. Vader, PP Streams. That's okay. Miguel Sanchez. I vote for non-names. Vader, Burnell. All right. I gotta convince, and it has to be reasonable, because I gotta convince my wife and my daughter to allow it. So I already told them that the first name is Vader. I've always said if we ever get a black dog or a black cat, the name must be Vader. So they said fine. They said okay. So, but we'll give her a middle name, and we'll let you choose. All right. Tyrone, yeah, Tyrone is funny. We definitely call him Tyrone. He could be the bull cat. That's right. Yes. Senior Vader. That's a pretty good one. Yeah, it could be Spanish style. Vader, robust kitty. That's okay. Dale would be funny. Delon, Dale. All right. Well, that's to come. I don't know when that's gonna happen, because again, Duty has a broken heart. I still have a broken heart. Let me cue Whiterun. I still have a broken heart. It's been tough.
Like, it's been tough.
It's been tough.
My life has been tough over the last.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Whether it's a girl or a cat, the name's going to be Vader. So You guys can choose whatever middle name you want to get first. All right, folks. Well, anyway, I'm glad you guys were able to stop out. My apologies that I got to cut it short, but I got an appointment. It was fun. We went for 2 hours. Wow, we did go for 2 hours. So anyway, what's up, Dark Days Mirror? What's up, buddy? Vader Kitty Dude. Would be yeah, it'd be a solid name. We'll do that. I'm not sure when because I still have a broken heart. I can't bring myself to get another cat now. I'm still in mourning with Blaze Kitty. So I want my heart to be open and available for another kitty. I don't want to compare her, you know what I mean? I want to bring her here and I want to love her and she could be, you know what I mean? Like, so, plus I think the whole house still has her scent. So if we bring another cat in, it'll probably fuck her up. So I want to wait till all the cat funk. I want to wait till all the Blaze cat funk gets out of my house and then maybe we'll get another cat. So. All right. Okay, folks. Well, again, brother, thank you very much. I appreciate all love and support. Tomorrow, we will be celebrating the 7-year anniversary of the 10-year plan. And this is where DSP actually scammed his poor mother. That's right. Took her money, lied to her, and broke her heart. That's right. Big ups. A great job, DSP, for being a great son. I love that. I love that that wings whimper. That's right. That's what he did. He thanked her. He said thanks for the money, dummies, to his poor mom. All right, folks. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. Again, thank you for all the love and support. I appreciate you guys. Tomorrow we will be streaming. I'll start at 9 o'clock, I think, 9 or 9:30. I will post a video there. We'll go a little longer there. That one will probably be about a 3-hour stream. We need a little bit of time to delve into the whole 10-year plan. I got some video clips for that. Going to be great, and it should be a lot of fun. So hope to see you there. If not, I'll catch you guys probably on Monday. So hope you guys have a blessed day. And I'm going to be pumping out some videos today. DSP is streaming today. Don't forget, tomorrow he is off, so there probably won't be too much content tomorrow. But I will definitely be streaming tomorrow. So, alrighty, everyone. You know what? Before we go, let's leave on the banger note. All right, because I made everybody sad with me missing my cat. So. Here you go. We're gonna
persevere. I'm going to punch through the boundaries, and I'm going to become.
All right, we're gonna lead out with pizza pie. Okay. All right, everyone. Peace out, everyone.
You guys like pizza? I know I do. I love pizza. I'm Italian.
We might get some karaoke, folks.
West Coast, there is not really.
We might get some karaoke, folks.
Italian style pizza out here. Would you like to have a pizza party with me?
Mamma mia! Making a pizza pie.
Pizza pie, Felipe. Pizza pie.
Turn on the ovens.
Mozzarella and delicious. Take the dollars and roll it out the toss in the air. Pizza pie. Making a
pizza pie.
Pizza pie. Felipe. Pizza pie. Pizza pie. Delicious. Pizza pie. Pizza pie. Pizza pie.
Turn on the ovens. Salvano cheese. Salvano greasy shit. Crazy meat. Weird sauce. The sauce has these big chunks of tomato that are very well seasoned, that are really good.
Turn on the ovens and burn all the pizzas.
Mamma mia!
Making a pizza pie. Pizza pie. Pizza pie.
Turn on
the ovens. Mozzarella and delicious. Toss in the air.
Pizza pie. Making a
pizza pie.
Greasy shit.
Pizza pie.
Felipe.
Pizza pie.
Weird sauce.
Pizza pie. Delicious.
Pizza pie.
Pizza pie.
Pizza pie. Mamma mia.
Making a pizza pie.
Greasy shit.
Felipe. Pizza pie.
Turn on the ovens.
Mozzarella
and delicious. Take the dollars and
toss in the air.
Pizza pie. Making a pizza pie.
Real shit.
Pizza pie. Felipe.
Pizza pie.
Cheese.
Pizza pie. Delicious. Pizza pie.
Weird sauce.
Pizza pie.
Weird sauce.
Pizza pie.
Crazy meat.
Turn on the ovens.
Now on to the more exotic seasonings. And these seasonings are catered more towards Italians. If you're not Italian, you don't like these kind of seasonings, you don't have to use them. But I'm Italian and I love it.
That's right. Shout out to all the Italians. Peace out, everyone. See you guys in the next one. I'm out.